Hello, everybody. If you can hear us, say airship.
Meow, meow, meow.
Hello,
airship.
all like 3 people, because I have not announced that we're doing a stream out of the blue. So it's been like a week.
Oh, yeah.
I just updated the article, the opera article. So the 2 articles from the last stream are now up. It took about a week. A lot of work because there's so much happened in the last stream.
Someone said epoch.
Oh no.
But we got airships.
Okay, yeah. So last stream, remember when my brain was starting to fry and we had to even take a break?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at those articles, you can see why. There's just so much to cover.
So much, yeah.
All right. So today we're going to be doing. We just got to the southern continent. We're going to go visit the 3 cities, talk to people there, sort of like a slower paced thing, and then we're going to head into the Empire City.
Mm-hmm.
I guess before we begin, I should mention that I didn't plan for this, and I swear that this project is cursed or something. The schedule's been all crazy, but next Monday I'm getting some dental stuff done, and I have learned that I might not be able to talk normal for a while.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to do about this stream series? So I have a couple ideas in mind. Is marathon it. That's the bug guy. Marathon it as much as I can for the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if we could get to the World of Ruin, and then after that, just wait until I can talk normal, and then we'll continue then. And then in the meantime, I'll write my articles up.
Mm-hmm.
I can see me getting burnt out on the articles if I do it that way, though. Another option is just take a gamble that I'll be able to talk okay, and just keep going as we are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking no matter what happens, well, in most cases what I'll do is I'll probably just release my Wonderbar system thing sometime this month, and then let people play with it.
Well, yeah, it's August.
Yeah, it's August 1st.
When you say Wonder Bar, it sounds like Wonder Bar.
Wonder Bar?
Yeah.
Wonder. Alright, so that's the current options. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Let me know, in the chat and on Twitter, kind of what you prefer me to do.
Should we do a marathon for the next few days? That means as soon as we wake up to as soon as
No.
Many hours.
Maybe just several hours a day.
Several hours a day with breaks in between.
Yeah.
Or just keep going as we are and possibly have a long break because Mato cannot speak.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess I had something else to say about that, but I can't remember. But anyway, that's enough talk. Have at you. Alright, so you can see in the fan translation and the Google translation called it Albrook.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Super NES version, this is Albrook. In all the official Japanese materials, it's actually Albrook.
Broog?
Broog, B-R-O-O-G.
That's not...
Because if you look at the name, it does have a G in there. You can see up here, here's the G.
Aruburugu.
Yep. So it got changed to Albrook. And that's something that's always taken, always have to remember. Alright, so let's talk. We're now in the Imperial occupied city of 3 cheers for the Empire. Yeah, it says obey the Empire. Follow the Empire's rule. The Empire strings up anyone who opposes it. Oh yeah, so it says you'll be executed for treason. So it just says executed, yeah. So that's...
Oh god, I forgot I'm taking notes. I'm sorry. Okay, so Empire. Oh wait, what town is this? Albrook?
Albrook, yeah.
Okay. Empire.
Alright.
Strings up.
So strings up is a way to get around saying executed or death penalty.
Death penalty, okay. GBA says strung up for treason.
And so here it is he's warning us. He's not just stating a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's stating a fact in the Super NES version, and here also he's giving you a threat.
Yeah.
An order.
But this guy
here it's hooray.
Yeah. He seems like he's a little drunk and he's 3 cheers.
So they seem happier than they really are in the Super NES version. This is Albrook, the occupied city. Yeah, so it says this is the port town of Albrook. It is occupied by the Empire. Yep, you can see the fan translation gets it.
Did you know the meaning of an occupied city back then when you played this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I knew enough about world history and stuff. Okay, item shop. I don't think there's any secrets in here.
I didn't play this when I was young.
Oh, it's not in here. One of these towns has a really weird item.
There's a book over there.
Yeah, I don't think we can check it though.
Boo.
It's fanfic.
In that case, I don't want to read it.
So let's just talk to everyone outside first, I guess.
Okay.
They say there's something valuable to the east. The Empire built a base there, and no one may enter. Yeah, so there's a rumor that there's something important on the eastern side of the continent.
Okay.
So it's not valuable, something important. And that would be like the whole Esper Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never realized that. Alright, yeah, they not let anyone through. Yeah, the fan translation says something of high value. I guess you could say that, but
Google says important.
and nobody can get past it. They're saying that they're not letting anyone through, which is a little bit different, but it's not a huge difference. We have to bribe the troopers to do business here.
Troopers.
Yeah, so we can't do business here unless we give them, I guess, bribe, yes. Give them bribes.
Tohoho.
Tohoho. Oh yeah, there's that tohoho again, which is kind of like a sigh or a boo-hoo sort of sound. Yeah, you can see in GBA it's sob. The fan translation, previously they left it as tohoho or something, and now they've done ba, which is acceptable. It shows his not liking it. Mess with the Empire, and yeah, it says it's like, if you oppose us, you're in for a world of hurt, something like that.
You will see a good deal.
That's not true. Yeah, so I don't know why it was like left as a half sentence there, but
Is it like one of those why yada things?
Yeah.
Like, you know what's gonna happen.
well, here's fancy lady. Vector, capital of the Empire, is at the center of this continent.
Why, thank you. I just got here.
Yeah, you should walk around town to say things like that. Okay, yeah, so it's basically what she's saying in Japanese. So we say vector, like V-C-T-O-R, but in the Japanese guides and things like that, they call it vecta,
Vecta.
like V-E-C-T-A. I guess it's because there's no like dash after the ta there. But I think vector is pretty nice. Unless vecta is like a reference to something. Which
Even
I'm not
Google
sure.
does vector. We have a question.
Yes.
In the Google translation in a previous line.
Waido?
Yeah.
That is a word for bribe.
Okay.
It's like the kanji for it is pretty fancy, and I don't think most people even know the kanji for it. If there, it might be a foreign word for all I know. It's pretty. I think I've seen it. Yeah, you got that kanji there.
Oh.
And those are. I don't think they teach those at all in schools. I might be wrong about
Should I write
that
that
first one.
down?
No, it's not that important.
Okay.
But that's pretty common. Like if a kanji is pretty complicated, just write it out in a katakana so you know.
And I would sit there trying to find a word in English for it,
What would you come up with?
Waido.
Wairo?
Let me think.
Wilo?
Guilo.
Oh, the wrong language.
Yeah.
Alright. Here's a scholarly man. I'm a scholar of magic. Monsters on this continent have only weak magical power. So I'm a monster scholar. Yeah. Wait, so they're weak?
They only have weak magical power.
Yeah, they're weak to magic.
Monsters.
They're not weak. They're not only weak. They're weak too.
Power. SNES, but they're really weak to magic.
Yeah, so the GBA translation gets this correct. It says that they're vulnerable to magic. The Google one gets it right. They're weak against magical powers. And the fan translation gets it wrong because it copies the Super NES version. Did anyone know that like they copied it this much back in the day? I've only ever heard that the fan translation is bad because it's literal and dry. I don't know if anyone ever really looked at it in detail like this. Okay, So we got an item there. Let's talk to this old man from Narsh.
Why do they talk and then they still kind of float to the side?
Because they have to. You find some good weapons and items in Zen and Miranda. So it's saying that to the north it's Zen and to the west is Miranda. But I guess that information had to get cut because the Super NES text had to be slimmed for memory purposes. So it literally says weapons and armor, and then you just get equipment in the fan translation there, and you get weapons and items in the Super NES version. That's kind of...
Miro, how come Google sometimes does things completely opposite? Like you say, this is bad, and Google says this is great.
I don't know. Everything belongs to the Empire. And it says like, this place belongs to the Empire, not everything.
Okay.
That's a good one, yeah. It does seem pretty strange to say everything. You could have said this town and with the same number of letters, maybe. You're in the way. Get.
No, don't say that word. The cats know that word.
What is it?
Get.
Get away.
When you say it that way.
Do they know that word?
Oh, I say it to them.
Oh.
It's
just like, shoo, get away. You're in the way. Well, let's go now, says Google. Alright, nothing important there. No entry into the port. Port.
Please?
Oh, did I lose any HP there? No. I think that's everyone outside. Let me do a second round. Because I know that like the buildings sort of like connect in a strange way. Okay, I think that's everyone. So let's go into the shop. Okay. I'm a scholar of weapons. 1,000 years ago, during the War of the Magi, two so-called Atma weapons existed.
That makes me think he's been alive for 1,000 years and studying weapons.
So there was the... what do we call it? So it's called Atma weapons here. Well, it's more like Ultima. I guess it's more like Altima. I don't really... But Ultima anyway. So Atma weapons are supposed to be Ultima weapons, I guess. Okay. I know there's an Ultima spell in the game, and I wonder if it has the same name or not. I can't remember. I guess we'll find out when I finally get it. Okay. So there were two weapons called Ultima weapons. Okay, one was a sword.
I am a weaponist.
Okay. Another monster. One was a sword. Wait, there are two weapons called...
Nothing.
Okay, can you just mark this down and I'll check it later?
Yeah, okay. Check this later. Also, Big Bear says Ultima is the name of the spell in this.
The other was an monster. There's a typo there.
Uh-oh.
Bred for mass destruction. Something in here? Yep. Alright, what are you selling, man? Well, I don't know what I should be getting.
EP.
Let me know what equipment I should be getting at this point. Like, I don't really know.
Shuriken doesn't seem worth it.
Well, we don't have them anyway. Yeah, let me know, because I have no idea. I know, like, we get some in the factory soon, at least. Okay, some treasures. Oh.
Of course, the things that were in the treasure box are in the store.
Would those have had something if I'd left them? Did I get tricked?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, headband, bard's hat.
Help yourself makes it think that it's
Just
free.
take it? Yeah.
Did I mark that down?
No, yeah, it's not that important. Emperor Gestal himself asked me to do his portrait. What if he doesn't like it?
Then that's his problem.
So it's like the question is kind of different. Like what kind of picture, and not if he's likes it or not.
Oh, what kind of painting?
Yeah. We see it later in the game, I think, right? I feel like there's something up here. Is there something up here? That's the biggest flaw in this game, is you can't check the fireplace.
2. One interesting thing, talking about paintings of famous, powerful people, if you look up the official portraits of all the presidents of the U.S., they start changing around Kennedy's time. His portrait is crazy colorful and neat. Like, totally not anything you'd expect from a presidential portrait, so I recommend looking that up. It's good.
Now we will go into these places.
We can sit on toilets in this game?
Yeah.
Dominator
That's
says...
kind of a neat little trick that people don't realize right away.
Yeah, he says at least there's that. Goggles!
Alright.
That looks like a scary moon.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh no, now I see it. It looks like a moldy moon or something.
It's a cheese
Elixir! All clocks should come with medicine. Lots of people
Oh
talking.
gosh, lots of people.
You're in the way, get. Same line as before. Aha! Whoopee! Yeah, she's drinking.
Okay. Whoopee lady. Lady is drunk.
She's saying that I got drunk.
I think I've had a bit too much to drush to mink. I really like that.
Yeah, I've had to like sound out stuff like that. Like I've written stuff where someone has like a cold, and I've had to like hold my nose and say it out loud to see how to say it in text form. So she's saying like, I think I've gotten drunk, but she says it all slurred here. She didn't understand, or the fan translation didn't understand what was being said here. I mean, like, understanding drunk talk in any language is kind of like takes extra skill.
Yeah.
And so I guess the fan translation team didn't really have that level of skill.
And Google's just scared.
So you can write that, the fan translation got that.
Okay.
I'm afraid, hick. Yeah, so that's I never quite realized that she was drunk. I thought she was just having a happy time. Ah, welcome. So yeah, she's like doing her like a girlish, seductive sort of laugh.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to convey that in English. A lot of times you'll just see like tee-hee or giggle, but...
Welcome, sugar. How about that?
Okay. In any case, you're probably broke.
What?
Yeah, she's just saying like, I doubt you have any money anyway, or something.
Well, what do you... I'm King Edward.
You're right. Yeah, she's not a very good gold digger.
Or am I still a prince?
Sure, no problem. Yeah, it's more like, yeah, that's great, that's it. It's all cool, it's all cool. That's more like what you would say if you're saying like, no problem.
I can see that from Ezo.
Yeah, because if you don't know what it's saying, like what it's really saying.
That's something I'd be able
I wonder who did that whistle. Same line.
Who did the whistle sound?
If anyone, it might just be like a computer generated. Hey, you're not of the Empire, get out of here. Yeah. It says, oh, you're not from the Empire. Then get out of here. Is it because we don't like pay the money? Okay. So I wonder if like you can do walk through walls to go talk to them or not.
Oh, you can't?
And
You can't go here?
Has anyone tried that?
Ah.
I like this dancing animation. They got like that extra flair at the end. Yay.
They have cool hair over their eye.
Yeah, I like their hair. Alright. Oh, in the T edition there was some new side quests here. Nuts. These soldiers are absolutely insane. Yeah, he's saying like, darn it or damn, stuff like that.
Chichuji.
Chichuji. That's the new swear word of the day. Alright, these guys, like, these Imperial soldiers act like they can do whatever they want, basically. Yeah, the fan translation doesn't really get it, but that's not a big deal there. This cafe, I bet that's not a cafe. No, it's a pub. This cafe is like an Imperial soldier's dormitory. Yeah, it's more like they've rented out the place, pretty much. Basically, it's like how do we call that? Like, it's more like just for the Empire only. It's not.
They rented it out.
Yeah.
It's like
when you rent out a place for a company or something.
Yeah, for like a party.
Yeah.
It's like closed for a private event type thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's not happy anymore. So I guess the Empire can be good if you're a party guy. So I think that's everything here.
Can you go in that house with the broken ass door?
This?
No, not that one. It was upstairs.
Upstairs?
Or this way.
Oh, this doesn't have that Final Fantasy IV thing going for it, does it?
You're stuck forever.
I always like that about Final Fantasy IV. I forget if they do it in 5.
Silver Mike says they like dormitory for this because it sounds like a frat house.
Yeah, that's good.
That's just a hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we have to do in these towns?
Yeah, just like sort of like get information.
Okay.
Get items. So normally what you would do at this point is just like go straight to the Imperial capital. But there's 2 other cities and other stuff. Okay, let's do a save. Oh.
We didn't buy any equipment.
I know, because I don't know what to buy. And maybe the other towns have better too.
Oh.
So I don't really know what to do. I don't want to waste my money. What am I doing here? Okay, I'm checking my save backups here. Okay. Well, that was not a long wait. Alright, so we got Ralph and Jokers.
It's Joker, that one.
Oh. So that's Joker. And there's Dawn. So Ralph, I wonder where that came from. Just like...
Was it the name of someone's dog?
For some reason it rings a bell, but I don't know why. Like why you would call a tough dog a Ralph. I gotta get back in my battle groove here.
What is the dog's name? There's like a not a pit bull, a bulldog in like Tom and Jerry?
Is there?
I think.
I thought like it sounds familiar, but it might just been like a occasional thing.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely not.
Did someone not have equipment on?
It said 1 experience gained?
Oh, it's AP.
Oh, whoops. Oh, you can just do that?
She was naked. Yeah.
That's so helpful.
Oh, what did we used to give her? It was like the earrings.
Is Dawn like the sound effect?
I don't know if it means anything in this case, but the idea that comes to mind is just like a real heavy, impacting feeling, or just like, yeah, just something kind of menacing sounding.
The Muppet dog is called Rolf.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
it's probably not that.
No.
So what else should I give her here? I feel like there's something. Oh, maybe there's something that will give her magic defense.
Oh, we already have goggles.
Okay, nothing. Do I not have any more earrings? Okay.
Something, her vigor goes up to 51 with something in here.
I don't even know what that does, to be honest.
Raises strength.
It will Chikara upload. I will go with that. Unless there's like a fast... Oh, protects party members who are low on HP.
Members? Okay,
did we do that one already? I can't remember.
I don't know. True Knight, relic description.
Members. They're like the groups of meme people who get together.
Members.
For their meme group, their meme club. running shoes. That's good. Oh, and while we're at it,
Ooh, yay! I like the siren.
all right.
Oh no, not siren. I like that lady, who's like an angel.
I don't think we get her right away. I can never remember the correct way to get over here. I always take this really weird way, so I'm gonna go this way.
I'm just gonna go with the guess of Ralph was the name of someone's bulldog.
Yeah. Like what's a dog name?
Someone suggested Spike or Butch.
That would be good.
Spike would be good for, yeah, he's got a spike. Oh, he also like has armor though.
Yeah. Maybe it was like the translator's friend or something. Hey, you want to be in this? Or like Nintendo Power contest that no one knew about.
Oh, yeah. Like Chris Houlihan.
I wish I had the sight spell from Final Fantasy IV right now. What are you? This is the glass worm. Yeah, grass worm. Like you see GBA, they got it.
Oh, okay, so Spike is the name of the dog from Tom and Jerry, but he was also called Butch or Killer. There was a dog.
They couldn't put killer in here. Yeah, so that could be it. Maybe that's why it was clicking for me a little bit, but I couldn't remember why. Oh man, Sabin is sunburnt.
It's because he always wears them tank tops.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go this way and hope I get there eventually. Oh no. Is it this way? I don't know why this gives me such trouble every time. So, well, like, this whole project has been very convenient because, like, if you take a random line from the script, like line 37, every game uses the same text for line 37. So, like, they all kind of line up perfectly, which is super lucky and super helpful.
But that's not the case with other games?
You can't assume it,
okay.
Especially when you're doing the more games you do, especially with remakes and stuff.
Huh.
But there is at least one, like four like spell names or something in the GBA version that take the place of existing ones. And so we'll see one in a second, I think. So watch the GBA version. It worked. Wait, what?
Judgment Bolt?
Yeah. Maybe I don't know, but for some reason, I don't know. Like the GBA version added 4 new spells and I think a couple new espers, and they like sort of take the place of the existing ones. And so if we ever encounter like, I don't think there's normally a flood spell. So if you ever see the flood spell on the GBA version, that's because the GBA version is using a slot. Am I making any sense? I don't think I'm not making full sentences. I'm so tired.
I'm having trouble. So it's like, okay, here's an Esper, and the GBA version's like, I don't like that Esper, I'm gonna replace it with a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the new names take the place of some old ones, but I don't know where the old ones went.
Okay.
I can't find those names.
Deleted?
No, they exist too. I remember it was like had something to do with the names of the 4. Well, you know what? Let me see. I think I might know where to find it.
The 4 Kings.
Where is it?
Ah.
There we go.
Flood.
So flood. It says flood here instead of Ramu.
Lamb.
And I don't know like where that name went in GBA's data. But anyway, there's a couple like that. Siren. So there's a couple more like that.
Warring Jordan asked, were you wishing you had a scan spell like FF4, or was that a different thing? Because Kieran teaches scan.
Oh no, I was wanting the thing where it like zooms out on the overworld so you can see like where you're going.
Okay.
I was wishing I had that. I mean, I have like 80 guides. I probably could have just pulled one up.
Should I go get one?
No. I'm here already. Alright, so this is a town that people were saying I should like remember back in Wobbliz where we were sending a million letters?
Yeah.
And then so the lady that we were sending letters to lives here.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time we sent a letter, if we came back here and talked to her, she would have a new line.
Mm-hmm.
But we did all the letters already, so she
Oh.
won't have any new lines. So there's a couple that we'll have missed.
Oh.
Revivify. Yeah, that's holy water.
Society.
I don't know why I would say that. Okay, let's talk to the people outside. Miranda used to be this continent's most beautiful town. Look what the Empire's done to it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Fan translation says hellhole. I've never seen it spelled that way. It's usually like one word
Hellhole?
or two words.
I've seen it as 2.
Okay. These troopers are crazy. How long can things keep going on like this? Yeah, so they're doing whatever they want. How long is this going to keep up? I think this explains... No, she explains like what's happened to the world. This is a she, right?
Looks like.
I always thought it was. My son's being forced to serve in the Empire's army. So it's saying like, please come back. Please come back safely to the sun. Yeah, because the Super NES version dropped that, so we'll just never give up as soon as possible. So I'm surprised they like kind of left this in like all the versions ever since, like animal fighting.
Oh my god, dog fighting.
Oh, I like this part. I like to like mess up with this. That's such a silly thing. Say, you want to get hitched?
Nope.
It's the exact opposite. She's saying that like, stop bugging me to get married, to marry you, basically. Whoa, fan translation. Fan translation. I'm going to be persistent and get married. I mean, the GBA version, like, even if you didn't know what's being said, you can kind of tell what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the guy chasing her and she's running away. Okay, so that's a big mistranslation there.
Oh.
We got a banquet out of the box.
Come here, guy.
I haven't had
Will he
banquet
talk?
in a while. Oh yeah. Aisha, no. Okay, so that's her name.
Hmm.
So there, that Y is there. It makes me think it's... No, I don't know. That's kind of like multiple... It's like multiple romanization systems combined. It's kind of interesting there. Okay. And so it's just like saying, Aisha-chan. There's nothing about a no in there.
Sir, that is called harassment.
Aha, I changed the story.
No, she's chasing him.
Place all bets here. Yeah.
Money is here.
Hee hee. This town is ours to play with.
To her. Welcome to this town.
You should hear the gossip floating around here.
Wow.
No, what? This is very different, yeah. Is there... Yeah, that's the line. Okay, yeah. You're saying I can't believe I was, like, deployed, like, as security for this... a town like this. I'm never gonna make it big in life. Yeah, fan translation gets it wrong. Alright. I'm gonna make them do a dance now, if I can.
Oh, they're
kissing. Yeah, they're kissing.
Smooch.
Now they're not fighting anymore.
Mwah.
My dog's the fiercest. Oh, he's doing the oida.
No.
It's not a big...
Okay.
My dog's the strongest. Always bet on the strongest dog, says the fan translation. So, the fan translation gets that wrong.
Fiercest.
Whew. So this yada yada is always so difficult to translate, and it can mean so many things. Like like, I don't know if it'll show up here because it has, yeah, it's kind of like, sometimes it can mean like, oh yeah, I see, it's not yada yada, it's yada yada. So it's saying like fight, fight. The fan translation is saying what to do, which isn't right. And Google is like, I don't care anymore. Scram. That's not what he's saying. He's saying like, there, that's it, get him there. Yeah, do it. He's like, you know, getting really into the fight and saying like what to do, like.
Scram.
Literally means go.
Shoe.
That's the place.
Get him.
So the fan translation gets that wrong too.
I'm just writing down what it says. 'Cause
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Yeah. This is our only means of recreation. Yeah.
I pity you.
So this is like our only way of having fun in a like backwater town, like super rural, lame town like this, is what he's saying. So yeah, the fan translation misses that this is like a rural town, and that's why like they don't have any. No, it's not the state that it's in; it's the fact that it's a rural town, and that's also why the boy says "oida," because it's like a rural juror.
All
right, I thought there was something back here.
Even people who know English will not know what we just said.
Yeah.
Roger.
Okay, so let's go in here. I think this is where the letters were happening. There's no letters. He sent that book. I'll read it every evening before bed.
Aww. That person.
Yeah, so, shoot, how do I explain this without, like, going off the rails? So, sometimes, like, the phrase "that person" can mean, like, is sometimes used sort of as a pronoun instead of saying he or she. But, like, when you know someone's in love, like a girl is in love, sometimes it means, like, the person that they like specifically, like my husband or my boyfriend, something like that.
Anohito?
Yeah. And so, and then old, no, it's okay, but in an old translation I did, like when I was first starting out, I didn't know that. And that's one of the things I always remember is like, man, I wish I could go back and fix that because that's so stupid.
Which one?
Just that person.
No, which fan translation?
Oh, is Magna Robin, however you pronounce that.
Oh.
I don't even think it works in emulators anymore though. That's one that I want to play on stream and just like pick it apart. It's one of my earliest. Let's go in here.
Nice weapon.
Oh, we got some more items here. So I saw this last time too. So let's get 2 of these. Oh, we don't have Terra right now, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I think we get a better sword coming up soon. So I'm just gonna do this one. Trident. Is Trident good? 93. 98. Boomerang. I can put him in the back then, huh?
Do we have him with us right now?
No. Yeah, we do.
Oh. Locke's equipment stayed the same.
Yeah. Okay, now we go into this house. Wait, what? I kind of can't make sense of this. It almost looks like it's just like a wall with a door.
This?
Yeah, I almost can't make sense of it.
It kind of just like it's a hidden. It's kind of built in.
Yeah.
To the wall because there's grass on top, but also a chimney.
That is pretty strange.
Did they mess up the like tiles?
It's rural.
They
don't know how to make buildings.
True.
Mithril mail, 45, 51. Ooh, that was expensive. Ooh, I needed another one. Oh, there goes my money. Just like real life.
Yay!
Speaking of money, we've been talking about a Patreon. We've been coming up with ideas. I don't know what we'll do or if we'll do it, but if you're interested, let us know. Poe's gonna come up with some good tiers, maybe.
One of them will be, well, this is the joke.
Yeah.
The opening first gift, if you
certain tier.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, would be me singing the opera with Google Translate's lyrics. But it turned out not to be very interesting because Google sometimes just doesn't include many lines.
Well, we could always like run it through it again right now.
Yeah.
Because it like changes over time.
Because there were times where music was playing, but I ran out of lyrics, and I tried to extend the
you gotta
words.
Hum.
Yeah.
You gotta go bop.
No. But yeah, we were thinking about a Patreon. It was actually suggested by our boss man, Reedman, and we're like, okay. We're thinking some tiers, like we have so many magazines, might be, we'll scan some really cool like articles or advertisements or this or that to show.
Just what we're doing, I guess. Cyclonic.
But like high quality scans and stuff.
Ooh, I have magic now somehow.
Just share stuff. We don't know though.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
Have we?
Oh, we got Leet Gill.
Have we thought about applying for a Twitch partnership? We've applied twice and were rejected twice.
Yeah, and that was when we were like really like streaming a lot and everything. So it's not like as from what I can tell, it's not even a big deal anymore.
Yeah. Also, Twitch is owned by Amazon now.
Oh. They're sort of our competition in a way.
No, I don't like the way Amazon treats their employees, so.
Well, also, like, it makes it hard for us.
It makes it difficult for small businesses to exist. So, I'm not going to start a thing, but I just don't like to buy from Amazon if I can help it.
Okay, let's get going to the top town. Top Hat Town.
Big Bears wants to give us bits. What do those do?
Isn't that just like tiny bits of money?
I don't know, like I've seen bits like fall on people's streams, like literally fall down on the video, and like people mime trying to catch them in their mouths or something. I'm like, what is this? I'm not up with the kids. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they gotta come up with weird ways to make more money.
1 bit is 1 cent.
What they should do is just make posting the Google. Okay. Alright, here we are in Zen. Isn't there a guy in Final Fantasy VII by that name? I don't remember that game right now. Oh, here's that line again. The Empire strings up anyone who opposes it. So I'm guessing this is like pulling from the same line. Yeah, they're mindless. Oh.
I also remember during GDQ they were taking bits as donations.
Oh.
I was like, okay, well, it has to do with money somehow.
Our royal family was slaughtered by the Empire. Yep. It says that Sin's royal family was everyone in the royal family was murdered or killed by the Empire. So I'm like slaughtered. I'm kind of impressed that they put that in there.
Oh my god, in both versions. Oh wait, we're in Zen.
Everything belongs to the Empire. It's that line again.
I actually forgot to put the previous town's name here.
That was Miranda.
I don't remember where.
The SNES dropped the line about Mom wanting.
Okay.
Most of the town's youths were led off to serve as Imperial troopers. Yep. So it says young men in the fan translation. It doesn't necessarily say men, but you can kind of assume.
Young people says Google.
Yeah, it's just like, here we go. I guess, oh wow, okay. Youths is how I've always translated it, because you never know, but yeah. So even like the official translations go with the youth's option, but young men seems okay too.
Whippersnappers.
Yeah. Youngsters.
Youngsters.
Young blood. Some friendly advice. There's a weapon called the Guardian. Doesn't like Locke have a weapon called Guardian? It can't move, but it's very powerful. Run if you meet it. So he's saying like, I'm gonna secretly teach you or tell you something, and then you can see there's like this weird thing. It's like a weird, I don't know, you don't really see something like that in text, but I guess it's just like
it's kind of like a secret shifty eye thing.
It's like, I guess, or maybe it's like breaking the fourth wall in a way. I don't know.
I assume he's like really excited
because it's a very strange, like, very detailed, almost battle mechanic thing that he's teaching you, and how would some random guy know this? Yeah, but I guess you're right. I see it again here. On the bottom. I didn't see that before. So it says secretness, I guess.
Oh, so that's the secret. It's like, maybe he's whispering?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a secret.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you can talk loud while whispering, maybe.
Like Homer Simpson.
No, that's
just, the way he does.
Yeah. All right. Oh, actually, I didn't look at all those.
Yeah.
All right. Did I talk to this guy yet? You're in the way yet. And so, mess with the Empire and...
Oh, one of those again.
I guess there's no guy here yet. I heard there's a huge gate deep inside a cave to the east. So this word...
Grandfather?
Can mean door or gate. You can't always tell until you see it. So what... I think he's talking about like that big old Esper... Like that big Esper... door in the cave, mountain cave thing. I don't know if that's a door or a gate. I don't even know what we would call it, but I guess he calls it a gate here. He calls it a door in the fan translation, and the Google translation calls it a door.
Is there anything about grandfather in Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay. Then every translation except GBA left it out.
No, it's right here.
No, yeah, except them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I heard from the old guy.
Yeah, okay.
Never mind, Google did it.
Oh, yeah, so saying that he heard that from his grandfather, and now he's old, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good thing. Alright, our kid's still not home, even though we said it was dangerous outside.
Why did you let them go outside?
Can I do this? Would that work? Nope. So I don't know if because I'm not a super native speaker or anything, I don't know if this is like implying that it's just a boy, that it could be a boy. Well, I guess it's that boy that we see jumping around, right? So that's how we know that's a boy.
Oh.
Because it's kind of just like my child.
There's no child of us.
But there's one, wasn't that kid?
This kid?
Yeah. I mean, just come down here. I said it's dangerous outside, so you can't go out.
Huh?
Yeah. It's saying that mom says I can't go out because it's dangerous. So that's a clear mistranslation there.
How could they mess that up? Is there... Well, that's the kanji for mom.
Yeah. Oka-san.
That's just a mistranslation.
Yeah, it was just a... Maybe, like, they just saw this part.
Okay.
Like if the translator hadn't seen just the mom part, the rest of it totally would have looked like a mom saying it. Maybe. I don't know.
Because my mother is dangerous, I cannot use it in the outside.
I don't think there's anything else outside to talk to, so... Let's go into this relic shop.
We have a couple of people suggesting that maybe he's mocking his mother by repeating her words. But then wouldn't he say, like, you go out?
It doesn't seem that way, yeah.
Could be.
I mean, that's a way to look at it, but I don't get that feeling. I feel like it's a genuine mistranslation. Okay.
Oh man, everybody needs this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is all expensive. So the helm, I can get one. Actually, they have like a bunch of them have the green beret on. That might be why it's so weak.
Look at that bard's hat. We can't afford that even.
Yeah, everyone has a green beret. That's why.
Is that bad?
How high does it go up? How much? I can't tell on its own what the defense is. Okay, here we go. Okay, it is like 19? And the other one's 20, so that's not a big deal. Also,
Okay.
the magic defense is really good. Okay. I'm glad I didn't buy that stuff. Weapons. Weapon. Okay.
What's a full moon?
Like a boomerang thing, I think.
Oh.
Now we will go here, because I wanted to get that weird item. Oh, it's not here. There's a weird item called a Super Ball. I don't remember where you get it, and it's like the weirdest item in the game. Okay. Well, there's all that.
Hello, Sins of Science, and if anyone knows what kind of equipment we should be buying at this point in the game, let us know. We only have 2,000 some gil, though. And we're about to have less.
Okay, we're gonna go to the Empire now.
Can't get the Super Ball until later on.
I don't even remember how helpful it is.
This thing that you bounce, and it bounces really high, and it scares the cats.
Yeah. And bops him in the nose.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. They'll never see me coming.
Okay, so this is... What is this place called?
This is Vector.
Vector.
Let me come back out and save it.
Vector graphics are cool.
Mm-hmm. They need to come back.
I played a Vectrix once.
Did your mind change ever
No,
since?
but it was pretty neat looking.
Ugly brute, better make tracks.
Huh?
He's saying that like, I don't recognize you. Get out of here. So-
Is it in dialect?
No,
Huh.
but you can see the GBA version like puffs it up to have even more clear, just rudeness.
Yeah.
Why don't you go climb back down whatever hole you crawled out of? Ugly brute, better make tracks. That's definitely like, I guess that's kind of what you would call Woolseyism. Just some very strange phrasing that kind of slingy. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that said in until just now. It looks like it says 100.
I just thought it was just scribbles.
Yeah. Oh, now I see it. Okay. Oh, get over here.
It looks terrible to live in this town.
Sid, the director of Magitech Research, is a genius. He gave my child the gift of cure magic.
Who your child? I want them in my party.
Okay. Yep. So Professor Sid. So it's a sun. Literally, like, yeah. The GBA says sun. Fan says sun. Google says sun. So
Sun,
that's one,
okay.
yeah. And actually gave it says that like, he's able to use the actual spell name, like Kayaru, cure magic.
Okay.
Oh. And cure. So he's saying like the cure name, the spell for the cure name.
Oh,
Or the
okay.
spell for cure, which is like KR.
Care.
Yeah.
Is that the one where it's like Cura?
No, that's the second one.
Oh.
General Celis turned traitor. Why? The other side's sure to lose.
Is he talking to me? I want Celis in front.
It's more like they're saying that General Celis turned traitor and joined the Returners.
Also, as a reminder for the chat, if you want to, since it's getting a little crowded in there, if you
Is
want
it?
to, well, I mean, quick. If you want to ask something or say something, put BBQ before it, and I'll notice it. Because there's like lots of words on the screen over here, and then on this screen,
Yeah.
and then I'm listening to you, and I'm typing
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, I don't care about any of this. So this whole town now is sort of reminding me a little bit of Tengai Makyo Apocalypse 4. Like someone like the
Houston?
crazy taking over towns. Like it's just, here you got all kinds of just junk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
girders and stuff. So I know they will steal your money if you stay at the inn here. We should probably do it, huh?
Okay. We don't have much money for them to steal, so it's fine.
Shh. I'm a returner sympathizer. I've heard of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's you in the plural sense. Not like Edgar. I'm a returner?
Yeah.
It could be.
It's different from that.
Well, it's like same like comrade. Like yeah, I got the same common goal sort of.
Okay.
I guess ally works. I'm a comer of retanner. We retan hides. While I distract the soldiers, climb onto the steel tower from this box and enter the facility.
I don't trust him.
So, jump onto that steel tower. Yeah, I don't know enough about construction stuff. But when I see this word, the first thing I think of is these girdery things. I don't know if I would call that a tower, but I guess you can call them towers, steel towers. I don't even really know what a pylon is. I've heard of it, and I know it's some sort of
Construction.
yeah
thing.
construction, like holding things up.
I don't know what that is either, but GBA says steel beams.
Yeah,
So that's good.
that's not a big deal. Oh, already?
No!
It's so weird that the Google translation here like leaves little garbage. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, we still have to go all the way up here. We also have to get our money
Oh my
stolen.
gosh, what is this? What is this? Is that a symbol?
Yeah, I guess that's the Empire symbol, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Looks like
Is
the,
it a flower of some sort?
looks like the flag is ripped.
I never realized that that was the symbol until someone pointed it out. This stream project. Hey, you're returners.
Maybe. A pylon is like a vertical support structure.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily a tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these guys are weak to magic, right? So I'm gonna give them. You'd think they would be strong to magic.
Does using an Esper cost any magic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then you can only do it once per battle.
Yeah.
Each Esper.
that's what I thought. That's why I thought maybe it doesn't use magic.
Oh right, I forgot this happens.
Oh.
Danger, danger. Yeah, so it's saying Abunai. So that's saying like, man, that was close, basically.
Use
It,
it-
by itself, it can mean danger, but it often just means like, whoa, that was close.
Use Arino as an example.
And he says it all the time in Game Center CX.
Yeah, so are you going to talk about it?
I can put a picture of him with a little tiny caption, I guess.
Yay!
We need a good picture of him in trouble, though. Like with those 3 face pads on or something.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, what the heck? Horsefly is Abu. Well, now we've learned our word for the day.
Abu.
Okay.
Abu.
So I always
no.
thought that was a weird line. Okay. Well, let's just do this. Let's get scammed. Oh, there's people in here too. Guess I'll stay here and volunteer to be a soldier in bed.
What's going on?
And the army that destroyed our village. What about your promise to begin anew in Miranda? Okay. No serious things there that I noticed. It's on the house. Have a snooze. The fan translation says, "Don't worry." It's more like it's saying like, "Stay the night." All right, here we go.
Gotta get
all the lines.
Thief text.
A thief got thiefed.
Can we put Celis in front?
Okay.
Unless a dream. Uh-oh. Little do you know, I have but pennies in my pocket.
1,000 GP stolen. So what happens if you don't have enough? Does nothing happen?
Do we have that much?
Yeah, we have like 2,000.
Okay, I thought we bought a helmet for 2,000.
I might be wrong. They always look like B's, or they look like dollar signs to me. B for bed. Or those little icons there. Did we really lose money? I guess we beat those monsters and we got some money, and then we lost it.
We have 2,000
Yeah.
now. Miss Celis in front.
Or was it lying? You mean Rosa?
No.
She looks like her.
Wrong game. I know Rosa is in the other Final Fantasy.
Okay, stay away from that guy. Hello, guy. General Leo refused a Magitech infusion. He's a warrior's warrior. So he's saying that he doesn't have magic power. And he doesn't have the motto. And he says that, like, I like that about him.
Check it out. Fan translation did good. So he wasn't infused at all. Like,
There was nothing about infused. It just says
Okay.
that he doesn't possess it.
hey, here's the symbol too.
But it's kind of... Oh, you're right. Crap. I thought those were just like broken or something. Alright, so here's where some important information comes. It's totally easy to miss this place too. Sin, Miranda, Albrook, they're all controlled by the Empire. It's all because of the returners. So it's all because of the returners is incorrect. It's saying it's for their own sakes. It's for their own good. It's for those citizens' own good that the Empire is controlling it. Fan translation, I don't think they understand what that second line was. Okay. GBA gets it right. GBA is the only one to get it right. General Leo's a good man. Compared to him, Kefka's a...
Oh.
Oh, what am I saying? He's saying more like, oh, please forget what I just said. Yeah. Well, that's pretty basic, so everyone got that right. Is it true they extract magic from monsters inside the facility?
I'm not a monster.
Okay, that seems pretty okay. So I think I've talked to all of them, so here we go.
This is a guy.
You're returners?
Are you a
Oh,
retarder? Oh.
That's not a good thing to tell me. Not a problem by me. Shall I tell you something neat?
Juicy.
Right. Should I say no?
Okay.
Phew. Yeah, it's more like humph. Like showing like contempt a little bit. You got woo and phew. Yeah, they don't understand. It's little things like that that are really easy to mess up because they're not like real words. And like if you look up, like if I point at this, I'll probably tell you it's
A minute?
excrement.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see him going, So, okay, let's listen to this detail. I remember not getting this line right away when I first played it. All the soldiers in the Magitech research facility can use magic. That Prof. Sid is truly a genius. So it says that they're like letting people, they're making them able to use magic in the facility. It's not that all the soldiers there. It's more like if you go there, you know, they let you gain that power. It's not a big deal though. And so apparently, the guy named Professor Sid at the lab is a genius. So it's more like he's not fully aware.
Who's not fully aware?
This guy.
Okay.
He doesn't know about Sid. It's just he's just telling us what he's heard. So the GBA has the apparently. It's not too important.
But he's a professor. It definitely says sensei or something.
Yeah. Hakase.
Hakase. Okay, Professor Sid, Dr. Sid.
Here's the Hakase. Doctorate, PhD, doctor, expert, learned person. And my brain is starting to fall apart, so I don't really care about nitpicking that.
Well,
but because this more important stuff's
the
coming up.
GBA didn't call him a doctor.
Here's one for you. That guy Kefka, he was Sid's first experimental Magitech Knight. So he is not I don't think he's necessarily the first, but he was one of the first. Yeah, like I think the fan translation gets it here, or it just says early on. It says like the first time, time period, around the first time. Again, this is all hearsay that he's giving. Okay, let me look at this. But there was still like issues with the technology. Yeah, so that's the feeling I'm getting is, so he wound up with his like extraordinary amount of magic power, basically, Kefka, because the technology still had problems.
Oh.
And then so like his mind like broke, I guess. How would you say that? Shattered his mind is what the GBA says.
Ooh.
The fan translation says he lost his mind. He lost his mind is pretty good. But started hating everybody. That's not in there.
Okay.
Okay, so this is like an important line that I'll be bringing up for sure.
Okay.
So he wasn't necessarily the first, but he was one of the first. So the fact that he wound up with a lot of power is not mentioned.
I like how his mind snapped.
Yeah, that was good. I was hoping for something more like bigger revelation that got lost in translation, but it seems like it's all pretty okay.
So, how did we have all these translations on the side? It is magic.
Yeah, so I explain it on the article that I've written, but basically this is all the stuff over here. This is a custom HTML that I've connected to the emulator, and like every time like the game loads, whenever the game decides to load, hey, I'm gonna print, line number 303. Like I have my HTML thing load up the same line number from all the others at the same time.
Is this part of the Wander Bar, which you're going to release later this month?
Hopefully. I don't want to give a promise for a month yet.
Which you're going to release
Yes.
sometime.
Oh crap.
Oops. Sometime, oh crap.
I was thinking though that if like I do have to take a break from the stream starting Monday because of my like not being able to talk anymore problem.
From a dental procedure.
Yeah. I might like just do the same thing sort of with Chrono Trigger before I release it, just so like people can have it.
Okay.
But at the very least, what I want to do is do it with Zelda 1, the NES side of things.
What translations would you use?
Well, I would just like, you play the English version, you see the Japanese text on the side,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all in katakana, right?
Yeah.
So you'd see the all katakana,
Mm-hmm.
but then I would also show like how it looks like with kanji and everything.
Cool.
Maybe include some notes. It's like such a short game that I'd be able to do it like very quickly. Sabin learned muddle, so it's like confuse. It's like it's not the full word confuse, it's confuse.
Okay.
And so they like turn it into confuse.
Confluence. Cayenne remembers confluence.
And so I don't know why.
Wait, Sabin here, and all these say cyan?
I must have messed up. So
Okay.
yeah, like once you have multiple parties, that's when things get complicated with the programming. And since when I was programming this, I didn't have multiple parties.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to fix that sometime.
So that's not a game problem.
No, that's a me
tomato
problem. I probably won't fix it because I don't care anymore. Oh no, he's also learned silence. Man, he's getting all the skills. Danger.
Danger. Remember that sound in Nick Arcade? In the wizard level.
No, because the wizard level goes by too fast.
Because they throw so much stuff at you in the wizard level,
Yeah.
it's like impossible
Yeah.
to avoid. Oh, you can just walk right past them.
Yeah. So they were saying like earlier, there was that old man that was saying like, hey,
Oh.
if you try to go into the castle.
Uh-oh. Dude. Don't you know there's a corner?
Can we not go even do that thing yet? Oh.
Who dat?
Returner scum. They're saying that like you, returner, like, you, small returner fries, returner small fries sort of thing. Retuner Zealand.
Like piss ants?
Yeah, just like your little guys and the returners.
What's going on? What are they standing on? What? Oh god, it's a boss fight. Here's the Guardian. It told you to run.
So it's saying that like, this is dialogue. I won't let you through. It's not, yeah, you will go no farther is what. Yeah. Because it feels like it's like just a message from the game telling you that you can't go any further, but that's not the case. It's actually actual dialogue. Alright, so I think we're done there. Magic. We're good on magic. Well, actually, let's talk to that boy again. Where's that boy?
If you tried attacking it, there might have been another line. Maybe.
That's okay, because it doesn't like even like show up on the main dialogue thing. So.
Oh, what's this building? It's
Oh
just
wait,
a room.
wait. Let's see if you can see it. See if you notice anything. See it?
Yeah.
And what do you see?
Something show up right here for a second. Secrets!
Pledge your allegiance to the Empire? Fine. What? That was easy. Those are the enemies from earlier in the game, like the beginning of the game. Right, I'm sure you can do it.
Huh?
And they're saying like, you might be able to do it. Indeed, you might be able to do it. What? I don't know. Nah, it's pretty
You
Pretty
can get
close.
the secrets.
What?
Aren't there secrets?
Oh, I think she can heal me now. Young people, hang in there. No, those are they just come out to.
Aww.
It's not secrets. They like
Dang it.
ambushing you.
I thought it was revealing the secret passageway. You always seem to know where they are. Where are we headed? Oh, we're headed back.
Yeah, we're going in here.
To the big castle? Oh no, we're going up here.
Oh, I should go talk to those guys first.
Yeah.
No. Magitech Research Facility. No entry.
The future is a magical laboratory. No trespass.
Same line, okay. All say the same thing.
What if you try to walk below them? Nothing. Okay. Why is that guy dressed in red robes and stuff?
He's like a higher guy.
Oh.
I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, he says, oh, I'm drunk. Yeah. Oh, wow. Even the fan translation says, I feel sick. But it totally says, I'm drunk. And also we saw that the fan translation didn't understand that girl when she said she was drunk back in town.
Is this drunk talk?
Not really, no.
Okay. Oh, yeah, must have had a few too many.
Wow, draped. Next time you get drunk, say you're draped.
I'm draped?
Get out of here. The GBA doesn't have has the...
Oh, yeah.
Took out the soldiers saying something. Unless they're going to say it in a second.
Nope.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So now should I write Magitech facility?
Yeah. Gonna toss it all. Yeah, he's like... you saw how like it did pauses between in there?
Yeah.
Got toss it all. There's the spaces here. I like how the GBA kept it the same. And so this is the dumbest thing, but G's, I like to spell it that way too.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see someone else do it that way.
Google is just like, wow, came out. Like it's already, out. Oh, the barf. Is he gonna... Did he pretend or did he...
Maybe. What if I go talk to them?
No!
You! How'd you get in here?
Mito! How are you?
Gotta fight a Garm.
You're gonna make him barf twice
I don't
now.
know what a Garm is. Oh, Belzecu. What's a Belzecu?
Berzik. That must be another...
Like mythology name?
Mythical
It's a
name.
sergeant. Hope Song. I didn't see what that was. Is that who you like?
No, I like the...
The praying girl?
She's like got angel wings and she flies up like this.
Oh, okay. I don't think we'll get her for a while.
Is it like Seraphim or something?
Yeah, I think so.
You used her a lot. Or no. Is that the one you fought forever?
Yeah, we fought it in
T edition?
In Sen. Oh my god, they're still alive.
We should have that lady or that boy cure us before.
Mhm. Oh no, I got it wrong. I'm crapping up today.
Garm comes from Garmer, which is a Norse thing for wolves associated with Hell and Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Man, I just read a whole thing on Norse mythology. That wasn't included. But we also got some things. Garm is the talking dog from Tolkien's Farmer Giles of Ham. And there was also possibly a talking dog, or a dog person called the Garm in one old Doctor Who episode.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But it's probably the Norse thing.
Nice. Okay.
Mater, you know that wolf Fenrir?
Mm-hmm.
He's from Norse mythology. North.
Mm-hmm. Man, this guy's had a lot to drink.
Did you know the wolves that chase the sun and the moon have names? And the sun and the moon themselves also have names.
Should I talk to him again?
No. They fell for it again.
What happened?
They fell for it.
Yeah.
The guards fell for it again.
We'll come out of there later. Alright, now we got some fighting.
Okay, so imagine...
I thought this was as far as we could get today, so it's pretty okay. But this place is kind of long. Somewhat annoying. I can never quite remember how to best navigate it.
Do you want me to get that map?
The guide over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh man, they're tough. It's over there somewhere. These guys are tough. I can't just wail on them anymore.
Whoa! There's Final Fantasy.
Oh man.
3 merchandise featured in the back.
Yeah, I can't just keep doing fight anymore, it looks like. Can we look at the map?
Yeah. So we're at the Magitech Factory. Okay, that's part 2.
Also, wrong person learned fire. So I think actually,
Oh, here we are.
the fact that they're learning spells from espers might also, I didn't even consider that, so maybe that's why it's messing up.
There's 2 pages of this.
I'm looking for the items, basically.
Okay. down
What's the
there.
good items?
Got
Flame saber, I want to get that.
number 6.
So I gotta go there.
Okay. I'm glad you understand this map. It was stitched together through not so great screenshots.
It's a flame tongue. Okay, I think I was gonna give it to her. Battle power is real high. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Although, I don't really like his thief knife anymore. Crap.
Are you
Okay.
also looking for a Thunderblade?
Yes.
Number 10.
Okay. Hold on. I'm up here. Okay, I want to go into 2. Looks like maybe.
Is that a door?
Oh crap.
Oh.
What is the one? I think I missed a tincture. Yeah, that's fine. This is what we wanted.
Yeah.
What is that one? 8.
8 is...
Explosion? I don't care.
There's also a gold shield on
Yeah, I want that.
some other floor. Okay.
Okay.
We're using a guide.
Yeah, I never really have used guides for this game, but it's nice to not have to fight or find everything.
It's the official Nintendo Player's Guide. And while you're...
I was looking at it earlier, and they call like the Esper world, they call it Esperville.
Esperville?
I've never heard that name before. It's so weird.
So there's merchandise in the back. Someone mentioned the Secret of Mana soundtrack, and that's listed here along with Final Fantasy III soundtrack.
That soundtrack, when I saw it, it was the first thing I wanted to get a CD player for, basically.
There are 2 posters, Secret of Mana and Final Fantasy III. That Final Fantasy III one, I've never seen the artwork before.
Well, that's like their ad that they used.
Oh, okay. There is a baseball cap that just has the Roman numeral 3 on the front.
I mean, those are the worst shirts.
And a Moogle on the side.
Look at those shirts.
I like this shirt that says no wimps.
Yeah, they were really going heavy for this game is really hard and only real gamers can play it, which is already like being exclusionary.
It's no wimps and then there's a Moogle below it. Moogles look too cute for that. There's also a watch.
Isn't that funny though? Because they were like saying, "Oh, we can't have Final Fantasy V because games are too hard for Americans."
Oh yeah.
And now they're like saying, "Hey, these games are too hard for you."
Look at this. That's how I take pictures with all that
Alright,
in the shadows. Okay, other floor. Gold shield is down here.
What is 15?
Where is 15?
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Number 20 has every...
Yeah, they got all their numbers wrong.
15 isn't...
Oh,
12,
crap.
13, 14, 15 Dragoon boots.
Yeah, so this guide already has mistakes. There's like 5 things marked as number 20, 2 things marked as 23. Just when we need you, guide. So I remember it was like somewhere way down here in like a little shadowy pipsqueak, I think they're called.
They're cute.
Oh.
Are they robots?
Oh, they're called onions.
Onions! GameFAQs might have a better map of the dungeon.
Oops, I meant to do Flash there.
Yeah, we're using the Final Fantasy III Nintendo Player's Guide, the official one. From Nintendo Power, probably. It was...
I know we still have some more guides coming to the office.
Editor-in-Chief, Gail Tilden. Actually,
Yeah.
I think those are here, if you want to get them.
Here?
Here at the office. They are here.
There at the office.
They're... yes. That's me and my Aresore.
Yeah. Don't quite remember where it is. Oh, there's one.
I mean, everything in this floor probably has all these, like, it's got the gold shield, the Zephyr cape, Blizzard.
Okay. I'll just try to get everything then.
Okay.
I was hoping to, like, get through pretty quickly, but...
But this guide...
we got some ant dots. So I think spells can only be, like, 6 letters in the Super NES version. We got a gold helmet.
Okay. Gold helmet.
So this makes magic defense go up. I always ask this, but is magic defense the one I need to do, or is it magic block? I feel like it's magic defense.
Bandana.
Whoa! There we go.
Anyone ever made a bandana with bananas on it?
What's a banana?
Nothing. Okay, so I think you got this one down here.
Yeah.
And the gold helmet, so that's actually like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is actually number 20. The 20.
So M block is the good stat.
Okay, in block. It's your...
I need to burn it into my memory so I don't ever forget.
in block.
Oops.
It sounds like emblem. So just go in block.
Okay, M block is what I want.
In block.
Crap. How do I make that stat go up? I feel like there's got to be some really good ways to make that go up. Nope. Oh, Locke has good M block. I don't know what he's doing. It must be... Oh, it's the white cape. Okay. So there's a chest up here I'm gonna try to get.
Yeah, I'll just have this here for you. Block, block. There you go. There you go.
Alright. Oh, crap. Oh, good.
I'm gonna sing that song for you. Ready?
Nope.
Okay.
That can be...
That can be a Patreon reward.
Yes. Well, we'll sing the silly songs. For you.
Block.
I could totally see some fan doing that. Or like,
Eric Bounds.
or like Mega 64 doing a full video of it.
Okay, drinking bottom.
I know that has introduced us to a lot of weird, interesting bugs.
Yeah, that was 15 up
Okay.
here. That makes sense.
Okay, so now there's just those.
And then those.
I know Kefka's around here somewhere, like when we see him.
Oh.
Okay, let's just go back down here then.
There's more too on the other side.
Wait. I'm trying... This map isn't very helpful. Like, there's this door here that you normally would never see.
What?
This Flash is being very nice to me today.
Nice. People are talking about how the guide for Star Ocean 4 was really bad.
Oh, I have that.
A lot of errors.
Okay. I remember using it for some things, but I never encountered any errors.
Oh, you wouldn't even see that.
Yeah. Oh, he's got... Oh no, he needs that M block. Oh, poor Edgar with his 0 block. 1 block. Okay. Got a tent.
Is that a emote of Ganon laughing? What was that? No, someone called Barb. Looks like Ganon. The hidden break blade. Let me see.
So it was like as tiring as all this stuff is. Like this Final Fantasy 6 thing is more tiring than I was expecting. You know, I'm enjoying it. And I would like to do this with more games more often. But the problem is that like I have to sort of juggle it with books at the same time.
Yeah.
If I could find a way to make this, you know, worth it, worth the time and money,
Yeah.
I could focus on this more. I don't know how to do that though. Oh no! I can jump.
Can also get Ifrit and Shiva here.
Oh yeah, they're a boss battle.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember, but like when we did T Edition, we got in a bug with them.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't remember the bug.
It was just like they never died.
It sounds familiar. Didn't we have like the health on the side here?
Maybe I don't think we had it then yet. I don't remember. Oh yeah, and I think in the Japanese version you see more of her butt, her posterior.
Definitely.
So that siren person, that siren esper could totally have lived in the real world too. Just like Ramu. She looked pretty human. Some of the dog ones probably could have lived in the human world. Maybe not Bahamut though.
I had to get used to saying Bahamut that way because I always want to say Bahamut.
Oh.
And I don't know why.
Oh no, because that was like a running joke from
Really?
the Bahamut Lagoon.
Well, maybe that's why.
Yeah. It's like, what up with Bahamut or something. When I was working on that back so long ago. I really want to look at that now and see what I got wrong back then, what I got right. I was 16. I remember working on that like 17 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm old, everybody.
17. I remember when I was 17 years old. I was a little snot.
Oh, here comes Wonder.
Wonder woke up.
She woke up and she wants attention.
Hi, Wonder.
She's tapping me. She wants to have pets, and she plays a game where we throw food in the air and she catches it.
Should I go pet her?
Hey, Wonder.
Oh, they're making machines here.
Yeah, it's the Magitech facility. Oops, not this way.
Baby Wonder.
Here we go. Here's a secret that I don't think I remember ever.
I like Pipsqueak, but Onion Knight, nah, that wouldn't have fit.
Onion. I mean, it just says onion in Japanese.
Yeah.
But calling them onions would be pretty weird. But they look kind of oniony.
They're little hats.
I'm not even paying attention to my spells. I should probably do some swapping. What does she got? Oh, she got it all. Stray. Oh, he's almost got that. Oh, he's almost got that.
Mighty Bob Barker says, I remember playing through Bahamut Lagoon. Translation, not long after you released it. It was more understandable than some officially translated games. Thank you for your work.
Oh, I mean, I put a lot of work into it. I just think I was inexperienced, so I'm curious to see how it turned out. I'm surprised it has never a lot of these old games are have been re-released in some form. Like Final Fantasy V is finally out, and Wonder, and all these other games got re-released in some way. But Bahamut Lagoon, it never has.
Wonder. Baby Boo.
I was thinking today that game feels kind of like Square's Fire Emblem in a way.
Bahamut Lagoon?
Yeah. That would have been cool if they had kept doing that series. Okay, so now we got to swap some guys out. Oh no!
Let me check.
Yeah. No one call me ever, please.
You wonder if I mute this?
Okay. Is it the bug guy?
No, it's not unrecognizable.
Oh. Everyone's calling me today.
I turned it on.
I think it's Square.
Square-enix, they're after you. Square-enix from our area code.
Blizzard. So you wouldn't even know what that is, really? Because it could be an item.
I thought it was a spell.
Yeah, you can tell. It's called an ice brand in Japanese.
Yeah, that's an ice sword?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got the I think we already talked about this before, but it's kind of like a gentle breeze cape, cloak, Soyokaze.
Gentle breeze.
Wind mantle is what they called it in the fan translation.
The first time I heard Zephyr outside of Zephyr Hills
Yeah, as soon as I moved to Florida, I was hearing that everywhere.
was the Madonna song Ray of Light, because it starts Zephyr in the sky at night.
Oh yeah.
So I know what Zephyr means
Here
now.
comes Zuli.
I thought Zephyr had something to do with water, because Zephyr
Yeah.
Hills makes water. And out here we have, what is it? What's the Arizona one?
Arrowhead?
Arrowhead, yeah. Arrowhead's pretty good.
So do we have any thoughts on what we should do? Like just any general suggestions on what we should do
for streaming this?
Yeah.
Okay.
For future streams.
So here's the predicament for people who came in, because we didn't announce we were streaming.
Yeah.
So hello, welcome in. Mado is getting a dental appliance installed.
Yeah, so
this coming Monday.
Basically, I didn't realize that it's going to very likely affect my speech, and I won't be able to talk normal. And so doing a whole stream trying to explain stuff while you can't really understand me
would be bad.
Yeah,
So, should we, before Monday, do marathon streams and try to get through as much as we can, and Mado will update the articles
over time?
The
risk is that I'll get burnt out on that, though.
But he might get burnt out. Or just go as we are now, and if he can't talk on Monday, then we'll just take a break and focus on other stuff.
Yeah. If I end up having to take a break, I'll probably release this stuff sooner anyway.
Somebody said dental plan.
Oh, one step.
Go as you are now.
My only concern is, like, the fact that I haven't finished Final Fantasy IV is always weighs on my mind.
Yeah.
But every time I start on it, I get burnt out pretty quickly on it.
Right. So we got no marathons. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, do what you're doing and take a break if needed. I vote for taking a break. Ah, sweet.
Okay.
I'll probably do that.
Oh, the Kefka laughed.
Kefka!
That wasn't my ringtone. I'm all-powerful, hee-hee-ha. I'm collecting espers. I'm extracting magic.
Uh-huh.
He's saying, I'm a god, hee-hee-hee-hee.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna gather more espers and suck out their magic power. And then I'm gonna revive the 3 war gods. So, I'm all-powerful. That's not actually in the original text, but it looks like the GBA version left it in to,
connect it?
Yeah, connect it to the original translation. I don't think that was ever, like, a famous quote or anything, but... The Warring Triad.
Oh, wow! That sounds so cool!
It's like 3... Oh, God. Fighting, conflict, strife, gods. So what do you call that? They call it the 3 gods of battle in the fan translation. The Google just says the 3 gods. It's interesting. I never really quite realized that Google will just drop words sometimes like that if it doesn't know it.
Yeah. And
I'll restore the statues.
Just statues?
Yeah.
Statues.
I kind of don't mind that because it makes it seem like some crazy statues are involved. But if you say that you're going to just revive some gods, that's kind of boring.
Well, no, I'll restore the statues means you're going to fix the nose on the Sphinx to me.
Uh-huh.
But I'll revive the Warring Triad? Yeah, that's scary.
Restore is definitely what I would not do. I would say revive.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Maybe not revive, but the sources of it.
Oh, wait, he didn't see us?
Nope.
Who that is?
Why is he telling us this plot right here? You've been completely drained of your powers. Now you're useless to me.
Kicked it.
Yeah, he hates espers. Oh my god. And you, take a hike.
Oh, is that Shiva and here's Odin?
No, it's Ifrit.
Ifrit, yeah. Ifrit.
So you can see the GBA version kind of like keeps the take a hike line in here.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, in Japanese it's more like, and you, I don't need you either, basically.
You do not need it. Get out of here, Ifrit. What mythological thingy is Ifrit from?
I know it's from India.
Okay. I've heard of him. I took when I was in community college, like, oh my god, Mado was 15 years ago.
Bahamut Lagoon was old by then.
I took a class on just general mythology. And if you ever have the chance to take a class on mythology, take it. It's really interesting. I learned about Greek, Egyptian, Gilgamesh.
Greek Egyptians.
Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Norse mythology. Just kind of like a what is it? Introduction to all these different mythologies.
It's a buffet of mythology. So yeah, so where did Kefka go?
Wikipedia says that Ifrit is a kind of infernal djinn. One of those genies. Can you fight him?
So what is this? Is this just garbage? I see like a rib cage there, it looks like.
It looks like bones. Like,
Yeah.
is it the bones of the espers?
I think so, maybe.
But don't they turn into magicite?
I don't know.
Maybe he takes them... If he extracts the magic while they're still alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dead espers, people are saying. Pretty sure they're...
What do they taste like?
Ifrit is how
Yeah.
you pronounce it. Okay.
I just say Ifrit because I'm a Ifrito.
No, I mean it's both.
Ifrito. That's like the iCarly sequel.
Ifrit.
By Fritos.
Oh, Lord. Ifrit. He looks different than I thought he would.
Yeah, he looks like a goblin. Oh no, it doesn't work. Oh wait, does she not do it yet?
There is a unique encounter in this one little room. Somewhere here. Do you want to encounter every enemy in the game?
Not really, but if there's something here, sure.
Alfredo.
Got ya. I'm not hurting him. I guess we need to use magic. He's waiting for us to use magic.
Dang. Bye. Hello.
Hello, kitty. And the Shiva is always like this naked girl in Final Fantasy, but I don't even think it's a girl.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I just know it has many arms.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, that was not gonna work.
When I was growing up, I figured Shiva was a girl because, first of all, Shiva, and also the Mortal Kombat Shiva is a girl.
Oh.
IRL, Shiva is a dude. Shiva is a male Hindu god. Okay, yeah. So the real Shiva is a dude.
What does Stray do again?
Is a cat.
Yeah, but what does it do to enemies?
It bounces on them.
Who are you?
Whoa.
I sensed a kindred spirit. So he's saying that one of them is saying that they sense the power of one of their kind.
Okay.
Like the... So you have Ramu's power. Your life is only a little afterwards. Wait. Where? Espers. Oh, what happened there? So it's more like saying impressive? Or like, I would expect no less. Well, Ramu did entrust them with his power. So, yeah, it's more like, I can see why Ramu entrusted them with his power. So it's like, Shiva's, like, this translation is wrong here.
Okay.
There's just some, like, the Super NES translator made this same mistake back at the beginning of the game with this Dake no Koto wa Aru. It's sort of a fancy grammar that you don't learn right away. You can see the fan translation also didn't understand.
There are things that Laomu only wrote.
Yeah, so only the GBA one got this one right, as I tend to say often these days. They drained our powers, then threw us away to... We haven't long to live.
Die.
Yeah. So all we have left after that is to die. And we don't have long to live. Yeah. The word die literally just got written out.
Yeah.
The fan translation tries to be fancy here and says only in death do we find peace, but there's nothing like that.
Maybe they're trying to make Shiva sound magnificent.
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
Flan.
Is this it? The rare one? I remember seeing these guys a lot though, so I don't think so. Slipgunk. This is Pudding. Pudding. So this is the same name as Jigglypuff. Is there Jigglypuff? It's canon now.
Okay, yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Me, my pudding.
Gestal has grabbed our friends and is trying to drain them of their power. So, Gestal has captured our friends. Oh!
What was that?
A sonic boom, I think.
Oh my god.
But mostly I was scared of our cat freaked out.
The whole house just shook.
Or bombs, I don't know. Is the stream still going?
Let us know if the stream is still going.
At 2:53 p.m.
Did we get an EMP? Well, I mean, our electronics are still working.
The aliens landed. Okay. So they are in beakers, according to this. They use the word beaker. The espers are held inside beakers.
Okay, yeah.
Which is weird. They call them capsules here.
Things are fine on the stream.
Glass tubes. Capsules. Test tubes, says the fan translation. Google says beaker.
It's kind of normal where we are, yeah, to have sonic booms. There's an Air Force base somewhere.
Yeah, Tucson's an Air Force place.
But we don't hear it that often. We got spooked.
I wonder if they heard it on the stream. I'll look at that line later. I got confused by the booms.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll say sonic booms happened.
We will follow Ramu's lead and give to you our power.
Later.
So they're saying that they're all like siblings.
Oh.
And then they're gonna give us all of the powers. So the three of them are siblings, and they all have like three powers.
Oh, Ramu's the third?
Yeah. I don't know if they're actual siblings or just like in the non-literal sense. So if Ramu... Uh-oh.
Zuli!
It's the Zuli jump up here time.
I think she got spooked by the boom.
Our friends are all gone. Oh wait, there was another line there. Yeah, there was a line there that got written out of the Super NES version. Our friends are all gone. We haven't much time left. No choice but to entrust you with our essences. So like, we will lend you our help. Nothing about our essences.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
They just turned into Magicite.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when they die.
Yeah.
How... And their magic is in here? In the Magicite?
Something like that.
How did Kefka get their magic out? Like, what is he getting out?
Well, at some point he literally just like kills them.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, they have... So the Empire doesn't know that when espers die, like, maybe they have to die a certain way, I don't know. So currently the Empire is kind of just like sucking power out of them while they're alive or something like that.
Yeah. And they don't know that
then they discard the body down here.
Okay.
But they don't know that having them turned into Magicite like this is the way to get their full power.
Oh, okay.
But did Kefka mention anything about Magicite earlier?
I don't think so.
We're just talking about the espers?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Okay, yeah, and they don't always turn into magicite. It says tool of the devil. Oh, this will be covered in a bit? Okay.
Oh no, we're getting to some serious heavy stuff, aren't we? This is the worst arrange. I'm never gonna use the warp stone. Like how everyone has a different tint.
Do you need the map again?
No, it's all pretty straightforward now. Need to get some water though. Need some water spells. Did I say that? I don't remember.
Use the warp stone to get rid of it.
Let me do a save state in case I screw up.
We're at 40%.
Oh, we hit 40%.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna meet the Magi Master soon, aren't we?
Let's put Sabin in front so we can see his tint next time.
Bio attack. That's when you spit on somebody.
Ew. That's so gross.
You yell bio attack and then spit on them.
Like
Oh,
that's...
cool! It worked. My multiple items thing works.
Oh. Yellow cherry,
no.
I got it.
She hit some buttons.
No. No, Zuli.
Hopefully the stream is okay. I might have to kick them out. Ooh, I'm doing good. This feels like Ghostbusters, NES.
Yes.
Trappers.
Sorry about that. The cat just jumped up. They say it got loud.
Yeah, sorry. Level 5 Doom, no!
Does that mean you have a countdown?
No, everyone who's
Alive?
No, everyone who has level 5, their level is divisible by 5. So like level 15, 20, 25, 30, they die.
Oh, God.
Instant death.
That's a weird attack. Hello, the Space Drake. Mado isn't looking at the chat. That is me.
Yeah, unfortunately there's
Just
too
say
much going
hello
on.
to the Space Drake.
Hello, Space Drake. Good to see you. We are,
Any good Google moments tonight?
I think there was something, wasn't
The
there?
retarded something?
Oh yeah, something like you're a retarder.
Yeah, instead of returner, you're a retarder. That was pretty funny.
You're a retarder. You should have left that in the GBA translation. So here's, they called these beakers originally,
Okay.
and then now they became like test tubes and glass tubes. Stone blade is what they call it in GBA. I wonder why they changed that. It's a break blade. It's a Beyblade. So that's a really cool item that will like insta kill some guys. Let's see. Oh, he can't use those. Oh, he can't use it.
Does this sword stone people sometimes?
Yeah. So does Edgar's tools, what are they based on? Are they based on battle power at all? Or is it magic? Ah. That was another item that like I never noticed for a long time. Gobbler. Oh no, it's one of those other weird words. It's like Linergia. I guess that's whatever the GBA has. Does that mean anything, you guys? Shim Sham. Oh, that's Shamshire. Sham. Does that mean anything? I guess it's translated, right?
Okay, they call it break blade to match the break spell, which turns people to stone.
Yeah.
So that's why it was changed stone blade.
So was the spell changed to stone?
Do we have that spell yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we need to get Shoat.
Oh, is he the goat?
Yeah.
Shoat the goat?
Alright, here we go. Here's just like some random...
Who's that?
They needed a boss, and I felt like they just made a weird palette. Weird palette guy.
It looks like a clown.
Yeah.
More than Kefka does.
So he does have... he is kind of annoying. Let's see what happens. I can't use my mouse anymore because of Zuli. Number 24. So is he like test subject 24 and he has weird magic as a result? Well, he's not Magic Master. That's on the Fanatics Tower. I don't think I have scan, do I? I guess I'll just have to figure it out. Alright. Ooh. I remember when we did T Edition, this guy was really hard. Oh, and there was a bug on this guy too, and he wouldn't die. Can I poison him? Let's do some curing here. Man, he's not really doing anything, is he? Is he bugging out?
Number 24?
Yeah. Like he's supposed to change his magical weaknesses, I think. I know he does some sort of like crazy attack at one point though. Oh, here we go. Wall change. It's barrier change actually.
HS39 says, if I recall, there's an error in this guy's attack script.
So maybe he was supposed to be harder. Oh!
Ooh! Boom!
Man, I remember him being hard. What's up?
There's one, it's the same sprite in the Magic Tower.
Yeah.
So maybe you're remembering that one?
Maybe I'm just really remember T Edition. Pay no attention to those names. We got another ice blizzard. Dairy Queen blizzard. Dairy Queen ice brand.
No brands allowed on this podcast video thing except for Taco Bell.
Alright, so
Are
here we
these
are.
Espers I can get?
Mm-hmm. There's
a whale.
Bismarck. And there is a Terra's dad, I think. There is the unicorn. And I think that is Shoat. And that is Ted Woolsey. That's Phantom. And is that Carbuncle? And that is Doug from Doug. You want to help me, but I haven't long to live. Just as Ifrit did before me, I'll give to you my power.
We don't know who this Esper is.
So it just says Esper. So you're trying to save us or help us, rescue us, but we don't have long to live. So just like Ifrit, we will die and give to you our power. So there's, the dying reference.
And both.
GBA leaves out the dying too.
Yeah.
Like the eye fright, let's be dead and be your strength. Oh, it's called Elusive Beast in the Google translation here. That's neat. What are you doing there?
Wait, Sid, you're supposed to be like eating fish or something.
I never liked this Sid. He looks so dumb.
Is he wearing a coat?
So like here he looks fine. Like he looks like a weird raincoat. But when you see what he's wearing, like in the drawings.
Oh.
He's never seen Magicite before.
Oh.
He gave it away. Like we're the cause for all of this. If they had never learned about Magicite.
Oops. Esper, why did you do that? Oh, look at Zuli.
So is she doing?
She's making biscuits.
So basically, Ramu sent us here. He's the reason why the Empire knows about Magicite and why they decide to go kill Espers. Kefka gets strong.
Wow.
It's all Ramu's fault.
Ramu just should have stayed in his cave.
So Esper magical power can only truly be transferred when one of them passes away. So it's saying when Espers die, they have the ability to leave just their power behind. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that, basically. So this is many times stronger. Oh, there's a lot of text that got cut out there.
Oh,
I'll have to look at that later, but looks like he was learning all of this stuff about it. He was learning that it was way stronger this way. Too bad there are now, you. So Magicite is lowercase in the GBA version there. Professor Sid. Does that mean he teaches at a school?
I still think you can call someone professor.
Okay.
Well...
Whoa, what's happening?
The cats are getting...
General Celis, and who might these dubious characters be? Your troops?
Cats are jumping around. They might make loud noise.
Yeah, they're playing around with each other. No, you see... Can it be true that you came here as a spy seeking to cause an uprising? Okay, I need to use my mouse here. So he's saying that I heard. Yeah, basically, this is correct. I heard that you were as a spy against the rebels. Fan translation sort of gets the wrong impression. Okay.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna steal my espers?
So that's it. Magicite. Sid, you miserable blockhead. No. So it's more like... now I see Magicite. Well done, Professor Sid. And... Oh, fan translation tells him an idiot. Fan translation didn't understand it either. Let's see. Basically saying that was a good accomplishment. Well done, excellent, something like that. General Celis, the game's over. Bring me those Magicite shards. So it's not so much game over, it's more like you can stop your act now. Yeah. We needn't keep up the charade any longer. The fan translation didn't understand enough the game is up.
Mm-hmm. Come here with those.
And so, is there an item? Am I misremembering? Or is there an item in this game, like an actual item that you can use that does a random Esper summon? I can't remember because I always thought that those were Magicite shards, while these are actual Magicite, full Magicites. You can see that it says shards in the Super NES one, but it says crystals. So it depends on what people say. So there's one that does a random one. Okay, so yeah, write down the shards versus full Magicites. I'll know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Celis, you deceived me. Of course not. Have a little faith. She's saying no, it's not true. Believe me.
Did Google say do not believe me, believe me?
She has tricked you all. Celis, that's so you. The fan translation isn't so playful as he's talking in Japanese. Locke, please believe me. Now. Exterminate all of them. Yeah, it's just massacre them all, kill them all. Please kill everyone. That's a very polite request, Kefuka.
Oh, we died.
Mm-hmm. Locke, let me protect you for once. Maybe now you'll believe me. She says, Locke, now it's my turn to protect you. And so maybe you'll believe me with this. What spell is she doing? Celis, what are you doing? Stop it. of that armor she had.
She sacrificed herself. Because now she's with Kefka somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he mad.
They're gonna get married. Celis. Oh, he had the railing on his face there. Ooh, what happened? So he's coughing in Japanese. He talks kind of like an older man found in Japanese entertainment.
Is that his mustache?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
This is a disaster. Your fighting has caused the capsules to rupture. Their contents are spilling out.
I thought we already took everything.
Yeah. Oh, it's saying that the capsule's energy has like reversed direction.
Ah.
Yeah, the blast reversed the energy flow in the capsules. Yeah, so that makes much more sense than the capsules ruptured, because that has already happened long ago. It's the energy is like coming back.
They
wrong
reversed
direction.
the polarity.
No, I knew you were going to say that one. So the fan translation didn't seem to understand like it reversed. It says the shock on the systems has caused a rupture in the capsules, which is like copying a little bit of the Super NES version there. The energy is literally flooding out. I don't know. So I guess they saw the word energy in there and flowing. So it's kind of combined the two. Quick, over here.
Duh.
You gotta do that.
Oh, Saban's in front now. I want to see his tent.
No, we can't tent right now.
I know. Well, Sid, I just need to take a little nap, okay?
If you hold the button, this is what he does.
What happened to you, Sid?
This is the new dance, the Sid dance. Take one turn and then again. Kefka has used me. Use the Empire. What have I done?
So he's Einstein.
Pretty
Regretting
much.
the
Life energy of those espers. Wow. You've helped me come to a decision. I'm going to talk to the Empire and have this stupid war stopped. Is there another line? Oh, write that down about the war stopping. There was something going on with that line, like something got cut out or shortened before I could see it all. You remember this part in T Edition?
Nope.
We had to do this part over and over and over. Oh no. It's not time yet. No. Celis, I've known her since she was a baby. I raised her as if she was my own daughter. But she was forced to become a Magitech Knight and has done some awful things.
Oh.
What?
Dominator says, I don't think you can save now.
Yeah. I will do this. Okay. So, the awful things is more like the fact that he raised her to be a Magitech Knight was an awful thing that he did. So what he did was awful, and not her. And so the fan translation is sort of like a rephrase of the Super NES version and gets it wrong. If I could only talk to her, I'd apologize for the way her life has turned out. And so soon their lives will come together anyway, and that's probably why he like sacrifices so much to keep her alive and everything. Okay.
Oh.
No, it's Kefka.
Kekeka.
It's Kikaka. Camp Kikaka. Go. Google.
But Sid, I need to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this part always looked like crappiest crap to me.
This part or the
3D part?
The going forward.
It's like, why even bother doing that?
They wanted to try something, I guess. Who are these people?
I actually don't know what I'm looking at. They're like motorcycle things.
Roadhog.
Were they working on motorcycle machine creatures? Or do they just like grow here from all the waste espers? I like this music a lot, but this doesn't match the graphics. It would be cool if like you can control which one you go down.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is disorienting.
You know what? Like Sega should have totally showed that in the commercials.
In one of their ads.
It would be legit. Like, look at Nintendo.
Can you even tell what's going on here? Hitten Style says, I think it looks great. And they had a little cute emoji here. Emote. Mode 7? Is that Mode 7?
I don't know. Learning lots of spells.
This is Arby's.
Yeah,
song.
I was gonna say, should we get Arby's tonight?
No.
Oh, I like Arby's.
We could. I don't know.
They switched their buns to like the sweet Hawaiian buns, I think.
Yuck. Those are only good for certain foods.
Yeah, I think with roast beef it's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
I want my roast beef to be salty and salty, not sweet buns.
Makes sense. Well, they probably got fancy buns these days. This episode brought to you by Arby's.com.
No. Yeah, not Mode 7. It's just something.
It's just like scaling or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
You see that?
Yeah.
When I was a really little kid, my dad told us this game, like every time we go under a tunnel, you gotta duck. And I did that for a long time as a kid. And then one time, like, for daycare, we were going on a field trip. And I got all the kids in the van to do it too. And we started making the van rock up and down. And I got yelled at. What a weird memory to just suddenly come back. Fire scheme. Flame scroll. As they call it, a flame scroll.
This is scaling, like what Space Harrier does.
Space Harrier did it better.
Oh, definitely. Even on the Genesis.
Welcome to the crappity zone. I'm joking. I'm being harsher on it than I usually am. On a crappy TV, especially I probably had a black and white TV still at the time, it was not as bad. I was just thinking just now how like I liked every time a new Final Fantasy game would be announced, I'd be so excited. Every time I try to play a Dragon Quest game, I just cannot get that excitement.
Yeah.
And I always give up. I don't know why hasn't Dragon Quest ever clicked for me. Like, there's just no sense of sheer excitement like this, you know? How can I break that
Dragon
mental
Quest.
block? Yeah, I want to like it. I forget how to kill this guy. Should I just kill like the Bagon guy? Bagon?
I don't know. Bagon had parts?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mode 7 is background effects. If it's a sprite, it's not Mode 7. And the world map is Mode 7. The ground in F-Zero and Pilot Wings is Mode 7 and stuff. ActRaiser.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Quest games still play like they did on the NES.
I played 10 about this time last year.
Really?
And I was just not feeling it. For my Final Fantasy IV book.
That online one?
Yeah. I was just not feeling it. It was still sluggish and it was just like fancy graphics and music but with the same everything. Man, I'm getting my butt kicked.
You didn't sleep in that tent. to get Dragon Quest, learn to appreciate puns.
Puns are okay. Oh crap, that looked like a giant number, but it was not. Everyone's dying. Oh no, I double healed. Alright, come on guys. You gotta do this for the chat.
Yeah, I'll be quiet. I don't bother you.
Net. It's not gonna be good. Oh, that's okay. Oh wait, no, he's the one I want.
Boom!
Let's see how this does.
Ah, dang, it comes back, so you gotta go for the middle.
I think so.
But his arms...
So this is number 128, so does this used to be a person? Oh, he's back.
Shim sham.
That is like 50% health off. Good, that's what I wanted.
Suplex. What if you just suplex one of his arms or his body? Oh, oh. Whoa! Unexpected.
Yeah, I was really out of it during that battle. I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing random things.
Oh, oh. Hey. Oh, yay. Ah.
Oops. What the heck?
Onion Knights became a kind of a big thing in Final Fantasy later on, right?
Well, they were in 3.
Oh.
Like, the one that we never got for a long time.
I remember they were in Crystal Chronicles.
Are they?
My friend who is super duper into Final Fantasy forced me to play it with her. Because I think that was one where you needed to play 2-player. With like the Game Boy hookups.
I was saying no to the
Zooey.
cat and not Crystal Chronicles, even though I was also forced to play it and didn't enjoy it.
That was the first Final Fantasy game I played, so I was just completely lost. Okay, let's see his tent. Oh wait, that looks like Celus's tent.
Yeah, am I wrong?
You can't be wrong. I remember that too.
Is it just because like we never like? Should I do it again?
No.
I'm wrong.
No.
I could swear. Is it outside?
Didn't it happen in 4?
I don't think it's in 4. Maybe it was in T edition only.
Yeah, Dominier's asking, does it technically think she's still in spot 1?
That's what I was thinking. All right, we're gonna do it again.
Oh, there are only four or so variations of tents.
Oh, I thought everyone had one. All right, we got another boss battle. Boss
Some
baby.
characters share models, okay.
Oh, we got a lot of crap.
Don't mention Boss Baby. It's banned from my house.
Should I do Vanish Doom all the time?
Yeah, what's going on? You got Unicorn. You got all these.
Who has... Someone has Cure 2, but I don't remember who. Oh, here we go. That's good. Get that real quick.
So characters that share the same color palette share the same tent colors.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
That was from Ness of Onit.
Thank you, Ness of Onit. Alright. Let me do a save state here.
I want to put the box up too, because
yeah.
Zulie's in a jumping mood now.
Okay. Remember this part? This is around the time that Sushi showed up, I think.
Oh yeah.
I was starting to worry.
Setzer, how'd you get here?
It says you were taking so long that I was worried. It's no big deal. What's up with Celis?
She gone.
It's like, where is she? We'll talk later. Let's get out of here. Like, that's the girlfriend that he abducted. So
Oh, yeah.
why does he care about us anymore?
Well, because we know where she went.
Story is over. Let's go. So what you think? Also, he's not quite busy. Oh, she's crud. What a mess. So GBA left it the same. So he's saying like, you could say that he's swearing if you wanted. The fan translation says, "Damn, what a mess," and he says it's more like, "Damn, in that case, ... sort of." And now he's gonna do this. I'm gonna go into this room. Remember this room? I don't think so. You won't get away.
I think when Sushi came in, I was mostly looking at the chat.
Yeah. So, he's saying, he, you're not getting away, or I won't let you get away. I'll get you yet.
I will not escape. What's Kefka got up his sleeve here?
Do you remember Frasier?
The TV show?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I never watched it when I was growing up, when it was on. It was too old for me.
I heard they might be doing a remake of that too. What the heck? Let's not overstay our visit. We're out of here on the double.
We'd better not? We'd... That makes sense, okay. We had better not.
Right. Speaking of which, maybe we should be leaving. Didn't he just say that? No, so in Japanese...
Locke said that.
Okay. And Setter's like, yeah. Or so I'd like to say, but apparently we have visitors or something. Fan translation gets this wrong.
Sounds like something's wrong with the airship.
No.
We're right
Fan translation gets this.
Get Setter's line.
Yeah.
About
Saying the
retaliating.
same way, like, it seems we have company, or it seems we have visitors, something like that.
Okay.
Something horrible's coming. So it says something giant is coming this way. The fan translation gets it right. That'll be a good, easy one to just talk about without having to go into details. Ooh, wow! Isn't that what Gao says?
Gao, yeah.
What in the... So in Japanese it's just like, wow, what is that? What are those?
Chupon? Oh.
I forget what the deal is, but... Oh, don't they heal each other, or was that T edition? I forget what
She
unicorn
was...
is.
Oh, that's me. Okay. I thought Shiva was in the machine.
Time to test the slots for the first time. Let's see if they work.
What was that one?
That was Terra's dad.
Oh. He a gambler.
No, don't do that one. You're stupid. It's Chocobo Rush. I like Chocobop.
Chocobo? Chocobop? Have they ever had chocolate chocobos in Japan?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, Chocobo.
Yeah.
So the bow is the long bow means stick. So I've seen like chocolate Chocobo sticks. Yeah.
So like Pocky?
Maybe, I don't know. Any kind of chocolate stick, I guess. Like it's like the perfect name for...
Woo!
What the heck? I haven't done any leveling or anything, so I think it's the power of chat. You guys have been secretly leveling me.
They have different elemental
Oh
immunities.
my god.
You figured it out.
4 magic points.
Do you get to choose the slots?
Oh, this one actually worked right.
You learn Cura.
Cure 2. Cure Raw.
That's the name of one of our posters. Ooh, mode 7.
Yep.
Oh, I like this music.
I'm worried about Terra. Let's return to Zozo. No, don't, because there's a lot of talking.
Okay, so...
Terra, who's that? We haven't even explained that yet. I'll explain on the way about Terra, Espers, the Returners. Okay. It's nice that they're like showing us the way.
Oh.
I wonder how they like made the data for that route. We're all here. Yeah, it's more like everyone's here.
So
Like whoever's the head of our party is saying that to everyone, maybe.
Okay.
Terra. Magicite.
Is that hers?
That's her dad's, I think.
Okay. Is that the one she was reacting to? And
No.
Okay.
Like in the beta versions, she was reacting to her dad who was in ice.
Oh.
I think they just took that out and now it was just like Tri-Talk for some reason. Oto-san. That's gonna be Oji-san's like son.
Oto-san.
Oto-san. I remember it all. I was raised in the Esper's world. Man, we're getting farther than I was expecting.
Who dat? That his dad?
The Esper world. In the Esper world.
In an Esper world, where the ground is always shaking.
In Esperville.
Terra's father.
I always like it when stories will let you take control of
Other
like
characters.
a cutscene for a short bit.
Mm-hmm. Is it gonna be talking here?
Yeah, in the T
Okay.
edition, like you were able to actually come back here and do some more side quests that were real fun.
Pick the onions.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that they have that. I really want to throw them at people. Okay, I'm just crapping, pooping around here. Let's do some actual looking at things.
Is Terra born yet at this point?
No, not yet.
Okay.
This is the story of how she was born. You okay, Maduen? So in Japanese, there's no U in there. It's like Madin. You can see the fan translation says Madin, and the Google says Madin. Oh no. That's the truth.
We're gonna still start drawing
Yeah.
things on here.
Yeah, we got here. The guy's gonna come on this side
gonna come over
and
here.
block.
Madin, I feel like I've heard that Dominator first read the fan translation as my dude.
You're the gatekeeper. Oh no. So you're the... Are you on a gatekeeping duty, Madin? Basically. So it's not like... Yeah, I was confused from the Super NES translation here. I guess like everyone has turns watching the gate. And now it's his turn. And that's why he's going to end up going to the gate. So basically the game is directing us there. So didn't the fan translation call it a door earlier? But now it's calling it a gate? Well, it's calling it a gate here, so I guess that makes sense.
I can't remember if it was gate or door. Each one said something different.
Strong winds. Be careful, Maduin. So it's not strong winds, it's a like strong storm. Yeah, this is one nasty storm. I'd say that. I say a storm is crazier, like more ominous than winds.
Okay.
Even the fan translation noticed that mistake. The reason is, I think, this kanji, maybe it'll show up right here. So there's two parts to that. The top part, you might recognize the top part there is mountain, but the part underneath it is wind.
I barely recognize that as mountain.
So if you don't know, like if you're looking, like it's kind of crappy and hard to see here, so maybe that's why it would look like wind.
Mountain wind is storm.
Yep.
Cool. Cabbages. Let's roast the cabbages.
This evening is an ill omen. Yeah, it's an ominous night. This cannot be coincidence? No, that's not right at all. Oh, I like Google's.
In a creepy night.
Yeah. You okay, Madeline? It's like, how you doing?
Okay. You good? Forgot about the cabbage guy in Avatar. The good Avatar. The other one's okay too. But not that one.
So I think I came from here, right? This is my house. Yeah. Alright, time to go to the gate.
We've got Mondine is apparently another use of trying to phonetically deal with an Irish name similar to Kate Sith.
Okay. I had no idea about that. I'll have to look into that.
Okay.
Listen well and think clearly. Yeah, it's more like, hey there. And the next line is like what you say to someone who's like fainted or like you're trying to get them to wake back up. Like, hey, pull yourself together is what it literally means, sort of. And then it's like, what is this? This line was always weird to me in Japanese, so. Ooh, the fan translation's wrong. What will you do? Return together. Leave here.
Okay, I copied the name from the chat. I cannot pronounce it.
Oh yeah. Mylduin. She's pretty weak. Better let her rest for a moment. Not for a moment. It's more like a while. Yeah.
The thing
The
you
thing.
found.
There's nothing about thing, but I guess since they don't really know what it is yet, maybe. There's nothing about it in here. Oh, let's chat. Did I hear there was a human here?
Really? Is it my wife?
It's more like it's a human. Probably wandered in here by mistake. Yeah, so they're calling it a world here. She must have fallen into our world by mistake, so it's not, the fan translation says fallen, but it's more just like wandered or got lost. You'd better do away with it. Humans and Esper are incompatible. Oh yeah, it says you should kill it immediately. Oh, I can still walk around. Okay, that's neat. Whenever I see giant turnips, I think of Mario 2 all the time. The link between worlds. Oh no!
I'm writing it down.
You caught that fast. The link between worlds has surely weakened over the past 1,000 years. So it's saying that the barrier, like the magical barrier that we had talked about, so over 1,000 years, it might have weakened. Yeah, so the GBA gets that right. Fan translation says gate, and it's not the gate that is weak.
Okay, not a link, nor a gate.
Everyone here is feeling uneasy. fan translation says everyone is afraid of that outsider, but it's just more like they're feeling unease. They're anxious.
Okay. They made that mistake before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember there was always that one way up there. That was Will translated.
Does this mean we need to figure out where FF6 falls on the Zelda timeline now?
They say a human girl's here.
Do you have a human woman?
Sounds like something a weird creature would say.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Why has this happened now after all these years? After all of these centuries? Like, no humans have ever, like, wandered in here after centuries, so what happened? It's the bathroom.
He was saying that in response to my confused look.
Yeah. So it says it's been hundreds of years since a human found their way here by accident. But that implies that someone else has been here before, which might not be the case at all. It's saying that, like, no human has ever wandered in here in centuries.
Okay.
Maybe for the centuries since it's been, like, erected. I don't know. It sort of opens up a new possibility.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I want to think about it. I don't think the story ever talks about humans coming in here. Isn't, like, this lady the first? Elder's orders. No one passes through the gate.
Cats are crawling around still.
Alright, here we go. She's pretty weak, but let's her blah blah blah. No. Did I awaken you? Did you make a mistake? You're an Esper. What's that pendant for? So you're an Esper? What is this pendant on your, like, on your chest? But is it her chest or his? Because it says this. What's this pendant?
This, not that?
I'm gonna assume it's his. Yeah, it says this literally, but sometimes this and that don't always work the same.
What is the pendant of this breast?
Yeah. So in Japanese, the same word can be used for breast and chest and heart.
Oh.
It makes it hard for puns sometimes. It's yours now. Okay. So is she wearing it right now? Do you think?
Mm-mm.
Do you think that's what this means?
Oh, because
it's on her right now.
Did he put it on her?
Yeah, like it might have already been on her all this time.
Okay, let me see.
Because that's why she would say this. And that's why she would, like, the first thing she asked when she woke up. If I had fainted and I looked at you, the first thing I wouldn't be like, why is your fingernails that color?
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's going on?
I thought you were reading from...
No. Alright, so saying I'll give it to you. It's a charm of the Esper world. No, I guess you could say it helps protect the Esper world, but it's more like it's just like a charm, like a protective charm of the Esper world. Think of it as a keepsake of the Phantom Beast world is not quite the same though. Esper world, boy, did I take the low road or what? Well, that's a Woolsey line. So it's more like the Esper world. So I did wander into it, or I did get lost. The Esper folk are pretty upset you being a human and all. Yeah, so it's like everyone's more confused that there's like everyone's just like your presence is like as a human is confusing everyone.
Did I do
That's okay. But it's saying they're saying upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going on. I don't think I'll cover that one.
Okay.
Just write it down for future reference, though. Upset versus confused.
Okay.
You the one who saved me? So you're the one who saved me? You're the one who saved me? I am Maduin. I tired of living in the human world. What? Oh, what? So this is totally different. Okay. So here's what it is. So her name is Madeline or something like that. You can see here. She's talking and not the Esper. She's saying, I am Madeline. I got sick of the human world.
Talking, not the Esper.
That's a big difference. She's just like really hated like all the greed and hate.
That was confusing. Like, I am Maduin. I tired.
Yeah.
Like, you were up there?
So even the fan translation caught that weird mistake.
Probably
But she's saying the wrong thing though. Like, this is totally wrong. I don't know how I got here from the human world. She's saying like, no, I got sick of the human world. So can you write that down? Fan translation gets it wrong to say.
Oh.
That world is filled with desire, greed, and loathing. It's highly infectious. And so it says that she wandered around in a storm. We'll see that in a second, maybe.
Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
So she wandered around in a storm.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of changes here. Are humans and espers truly so different?
Someone pointed out there was a storm in both worlds, so maybe
Oh, okay.
that's what happened.
Was that in the text, or just like we find out later?
Well, because he said, "Watch out, there's a big storm."
Oh, you're
outside."
right. Okay, that's a good point. I don't think I ever realized that because they didn't point it out in the text. You'd write that down so I don't forget the two storms.
Okay.
The double storms.
Oh yeah.
So her name has become Madonna. And like as a kid, you know, even first thing you might think of is the singer.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also like the biblical one, and there's also just in general. I think it means like a beautiful woman or something.
Oh.
I might be wrong. But they changed her name. I don't know why.
Because maybe was he messing up Maduin and Madeline so much?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I'm an example of the evil in this world, huh? Yeah, it's more like, I'm like a pest being in this world. I'm a pest being in this world too. Intruder is fine. And he's saying like, no, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'll return to my world tomorrow. Like, is it that easy though? You'll need a guide. And he says, yes, I'll have someone lead you there. I'll show you the way.
Do you think anybody these days would think of the singer Madonna if they saw the word Madonna?
Probably. She's still in the news.
Is she?
Yeah. Everything all right? What? The human's gone? So it's not so surprising in the Japanese and GBA translation. It says like, don't you? If this generation of humans knew about our abilities and decided they want to utilize our powers. So there's nothing about this generation.
Maybe it's trying to do the 100-year thing.
Yeah. It would be a total disaster. So many espers. Gotta collect them all. That'd be a good, like, Pokemon Go thing. Collect all the espers, Magicites. Why does this happen now after all these years? Okay, it's the same.
Because I said so. What? It's my wife.
There should be Pokemon Go-Gurt.
Oh my god. Why haven't they done that?
Because they didn't hire me. Do you even know what you've done?
Is that my pet?
No, it's not. It's a dragon. But the dragons, they couldn't make very big.
Oh.
Nothing in there. Did that room ever get used? It might go a little over.
Foreigners who don't know... Foreigners... People who not in this country who don't know what Go-Gurt is, it's just yogurt in this plastic tube that you can... Like, toothpaste tube?
Yeah.
You can just eat on the go.
You'd better do away with it. Always the same. I'm saying you better kill it. A human girl made it all the way to the gate. Oh, neat. You can see... It's saying... Like how you're supposed to pronounce this, but it's like you would say normally mon, but you're supposed to, like, they want you to pronounce it as gate. It means gate anyway, so it's weird. Alright, if you're looking for the human girl, she's already went to the gate. The fan translation is wrong here. Also, just the fact that it does that pronunciation thing is worth talking about. Don't worry, cats, you're gonna get your food.
Cereal plazo is like jank farigana.
Yeah. That's the same line there, huh? Alright. Now to go to The Gate. The Gate is a great movie. Watch it this October. What's wrong, Maduin? We're gonna see a lovely dance. If you don't want to return to your world, you may stay here. But humans and espers can never coexist. It's still just a thing about incompatible. It's like they're just using the same word for incompatible. It's not a big
Does that
change.
mean in the, like...
Physical sense?
Well, social sense or physical sense?
Yeah, I don't... These cats are having fun. How do we know for sure unless we observe for ourselves? So it's like, why don't we show if it's true or not? Here we go. This is how babies are made. How do we know?
What are you doing,
Unless
Madeline?
we observe for ourselves.
Is that how mermaids do it?
Sparkles. Don't ever go to the Lisa Frank
A
factory.
baby!
We've given her a name. What?
That's more like, what? You have?
So it's like weave,
Yeah.
which makes it almost like it was Maduin and the other Esper's choice, and she didn't get a choice. She didn't get a say. But
Yeah.
actually, it's pretty clear that it means him. You can see the Google. It doesn't say who. It just says the name has been decided. That's sort of pretty close to how it is. It's Terra. Not bad, huh?
She has brown hair.
2 years later.
Google didn't.
Another storm. Humans! The nexus between our worlds has opened again. The wind, so odd, just like 2 years ago. So it's saying that's like the storm was just like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So again, it says wind and not storm. Okay. So the barrier, the magical barrier, has like weakened or thinned again. Is what it's saying. It's not a nexus has opened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Google says the barrier has become thin again. But something's different now. Troops have come seeking our magical power. Oops, I didn't read that in English, did I? Blast it! They've made it as far as the Elder's house. Like with that just little animation, you can see that he's punching her.
Oh, yeah.
So blast it, it's probably swear-worthy. So you got the damn and the fan translation. Yeah, so this also is just completely wrong in the square-enix translation. It's saying like fall back to the elders, to the elder. Maybe not necessarily his house, but to wherever the elder happens to be at the moment. But just say this line's wrong. And the fan translation gets that one wrong because they don't understand the line either. It's apparently hilarious to the elder in Google. And here's that dog emperor. Aha, we finally found it. Yeah, it looks like he has given the credit to himself in the GBA translation and the fan translation. I think that makes sense to change it to I. I think that's more correct. Because this whole thing is about him like trying to make magic. The empires. Those ancient writings told us of this world and described the awesome magical properties of these beasts.
The book of 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, so they're talking about ancient texts, but it is from 1,000 years ago. Like, it specifically says 1,000 years ago. Yeah, this is kind of long. I'll have to look into this later, but I think there's little tidbits in here. Nothing too serious. Grab them. Riches to any man who captures an esper. Go. Did this say someone will make a milking?
I did see.
In the Google version?
Terra hasn't grown much in 2 years.
Terra's alright.
Should I go feed the cats?
No, we're almost done here.
Okay.
Oh crap, we're probably not. What we'll do you want to stop it like right at the end of this? And then, because what happens next is like Terra wakes up as human and talks for a bit.
Okay.
And they talk. What if we like break it right before she wakes up?
Okay.
And then tomorrow or whenever, maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Will we be able to save? We'll have a save state.
Or do you want to do the cats right now?
Yeah, we can pause and do the cats.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick pause here, and then we'll come back and finish up this whole cutscene.
So we're gonna feed the cats and...
Because it would be weird article-wise to cut it in the middle. Yeah.
Be back in about 5 minutes?
Yes, about 5 minutes we'll be back, because we're going a little over than we expected. See you in a couple minutes. Alright, we're back. We had some goldfish. And fed the cats. Alright, so we're gonna finish this cutscene and then like all Terra's talking and everything. I think they end up going back to Narsh. I know this might be a little longer than I was expecting. Oh well, it must be done.
Guess what, guys? Pizza night.
Alright, what's going on? We've no choice. We must do what we've been avoiding.
We didn't feed the cats goldfish. I knew.
Alright, so he says like we gotta do our final option. You mean the magic barrier? So this is a special name now. It's like seal, magic, wall, or barrier, I guess you could say. So it's kind of like a special, unique name they made up. And so you would expect like some kind of a So right now there's just a barrier up, right? And then we learned that after some people broke in through the barrier, they decided to build an actual like wall or a gate. Yeah, so this is what's happening, I think. So their final option would be not the barrier that they're talking about here. It would be the gate, like the big physical gate. So I think they're all sort of making a mistake here.
And
because there was like two things they did to try to keep humans out. The barrier's already failed, They even talked about how it's been failing.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that makes sense to people. Here's the plan. We'll cause a tempest that'll sweep all the nasty creatures out of our realm.
What's a tempest?
Like a strong storm.
Okay.
So now the Super NES translator recognizes that kanji. That's strange. He used to call that wind earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here's the plan. We'll cause a tempest that'll sweep all the nasty creatures out of our realm. So it's not like nasty creatures, but things that don't belong. All the things that don't belong. We'll drive them all out from our world.
Tomato, this might have to be 2 parts.
No, it'll be done. And then we'll close the sealed gate. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna like close a wall around the barrier or something.
Okay.
Yeah, this part's kind of complicated. Let's see. Then we'll seal the gate. I'm the last of our kind, able to cast this magical seal. So only certain espers of a specific bloodline can cast this spell. And he is the only one left who can do it. Okay, GBA gets all that good. The Super NES version had to like condense all of that down. Well, just say that to look at this one. Then we'll seal the I'm the last of our kind.
Okay.
So the fan translation says, I am the last phantom beast alive who knows the incantation for the sealing. But that's not the case. Like a bunch of people could know it, but only one of a certain bloodline can actually cast it. So there's a little bit of like a loophole there that they opened up.
Bloodline.
Alright. But in your state, you might just... wow, the fan translation doesn't really get it.
If it's true, the next line he says it will kill him. It's pretty way.
Well, yeah, pass away gets changed, or like die gets changed to pass away here. It's I may not survive.
Maybe you die.
But at least we will finally be safe. Alright, but actually he's saying in Japanese, I might die, but once I die, then the sealed gate wall thing will never be able to be opened again. Because, you know, he's gone, no one else can do the thing.
Wow. He didn't have no kids?
I guess not. That's the problem with the Esper world. And then, it says her name here, why? Oh. And so Maduin just says Madonna here, but in Japanese he says, are you okay with that, Madeline? But the GBA version just says her name again. The fan translation sort of does put the question back in. So that's a case where the fan translation is better than the two officials. It's pretty interesting there. I, for one, will not miss the other side. Fan translation sort of gets this one wrong. It's like she has no like lingering connections with the other side anymore, is what she's saying. Not so much about regrets.
Okay.
Let's do it. We have no other choice. Alright, we're gonna kick some butt. Soon the humans will arrive.
There's a human right there.
Terra's alright. This is all because of that human girl. Nonsense. I'm sure she helped the others find us.
Could have,
Yeah.
but it's not like you have any proof.
Get a grip on yourself.
I'm going to do something.
Yeah, I like the GBA version's line of just enough. Get a grip on yourself. Sounds a little off character. No, she's one of them. Soon she'll be wearing our hide. Oh, wow. So it's like, no, she's just like them. Before long, she'll be using, or they'll be using us, or she'll be using us. That woman is the same as a guy. Inside me using those. Google did a good one there. I like that.
This one says she wants our power.
Yeah.
Is that...
So it's more like, so you can see that the Japanese one is an incomplete sentence there.
Oh.
And so the translators are trying to like fill in the gaps.
Okay. GBA fills in the...
Basically, she
gaps
says like, sooner or later she's gonna be using us.
Okay.
Erg. It's more like, oh no, or crap, or something like that. Or according to the fan translation, shit. Or I got it.
Shitsu.
Oh. Madonna took Terra to the gate.
Madonna died with Tina. Or Madeline.
So there's nothing about the gate. It's just like took her and ran off. I don't know how they knew that. Everyone here is feeling uneasy. So when I write my articles, I always say like, hey, if you want to see a lot more, check out the videos. And I don't know if like anyone actually ever does that. Let me know if you do, like either in like the YouTube comments or the side comments or something, because there's so much that we cover, and I only cover like 15 to 20 things.
Percent? Or just that's it, yeah.
Like, I could go Final Fantasy IV style and look at every line, and that's why it's still not done.
Dominator watches the videos first.
Okay, that's pretty good. But I know, like, it's easy to be like, 3-hour video, I don't want to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? To go.
Yeah.
What happened there? I don't remember that. So he's like, he's making us sound like he's weak because I guess he's just doing that spell. I never realized that. That's why he's making that sound. He says it's dangerous. Where are you going? Oh, the GBA version doesn't have... Actually, none of the translations. Only the Super NES has some sort of, like, indication that he is now super weak. Okay. Wadana's getting drawn into the next world. Yeah, it's more like just Madeline. She's ... Impossible. It's too late. I've already begun casting the barrier. There's no turning back.
Oh, Google had Uku.
Uku.
Right there.
Yeah. Let's see. It's too late. I've already begun casting the barrier. Yeah, so the spell is already activated, and she'll never be able to make it back. Or you won't be able to make it back. That fool. That doesn't seem like something he would say. No, he's saying like, I don't care. Wow, that's a big difference. He's insulting Madeline, but now in Japanese, he's like self-sacrificing.
Okay.
So if you get drunk, you're draped, and if you're weak, you go to go. Look what popped out. So that's not exactly, that's more like we're being sucked out. Being sucked out. You can see that the GBA version has the idea. Even Google has the idea. But the fan translation copies or rephrases the Super NES. I don't even know like why the fan translation would do that, because it's clearly like, you can just look up the kanji and see like the suck out or the draw out.
I see the go out part.
Like even just the very first part, you can see it's like to inhale, to suck, to absorb. Shriek! Shrek! Shriek! So that's a good one. I'll have to take a screenshot of that one. There was something like in Final Fantasy IV, Viridia says that too. I think she actually does yell shriek or scream. I'll have to find that. Anyway, in Japanese, he's like, damn. He's showing his strong disgust. Just when we were in reach of a veritable bonanza. It says, just when the greatest treasure is right before my very eyes, and let it go.
Damnish.
Make the best treasure in front of you. So the fan translation gets that one wrong too. Bye.
Where my wife?
And the game is over.
Who dis?
Maduin, I'm not their friend. I'm not like them. Yeah, the Google one gets the opposite.
Yeah.
Like you say, I'm a fellow of those people. I understand that. Thank you. Oops. Can you make it back here? It's more like, will you come back? Yeah. So the GBA gets that right. Will you come back? But the fan is can. Sure. I wouldn't say sure. I would say it was a yes. Because sure doesn't...
Sure shows hesitation.
Yeah. Tina, Terra.
Or like, oh no!
Madonna. Wow.
Oh shoot, me too.
The Spooky Skulls Forest.
Ooh. Hey, get away.
A human girl. Who is she? In the Japanese, yeah, it's more like
Wait a minute.
a human woman. And what is this child?
Oh. Yeah, see, look, I was confused when I read the GBA one.
Yeah, what you were?
Because it's like a human woman.
Because
it's messed up girl and woman
Yeah.
before.
So he's looking at her first.
Yeah.
So that's why he's saying a human woman.
Yeah.
And then who is this child?
What is
What is
that
this?
baby?
Is that in there?
What?
That's not. I don't
No,
care.
it was from.
Don't worry. Please take care of my baby. Oh, it's the opposite. Wow, that is the opposite. Kotaku, you should write about this. So in Japanese, it's actually like don't leave my daughter alone. Leave my child alone. Even the fan translation noticed that sort of mistake. So, your girl, then she's half human and half. How absolutely fascinating. So it looks like the GBA is the same. No, I guess it's his daughter. You, foo. Well, you and the vampire. This is funny.
My dream of crisping the empire.
So this is a case of where omoshiroi has many translations. Here it only says interesting and amusing, but you got like fascinating. It can mean funny. Yeah, so Google. That's why Google says funny. So like when a TV show is funny, you might say it's omoshiroi.
I wrote Emoshiroi Strikes Again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta write an article about that, but that's just such a big topic. Wahaha! She will help us realize our dream faster than we ever imagined.
Oh, sorry.
So I get the feeling that like in the Super NES version, he sees everything from a Wii perspective, as like us, but as some sort of almighty emperor guy. You would think he's more like just, I am so great, I am the best, my empire. And so that's why you see that in like a GBA translation, like my dreams of building an empire. Even the fan translation catches on to that and says like, my empire to rise. I guess maybe Ted Woolsey was like very, empires, they have some cooperation on the inside. No. Quiet, my dear.
Well, see, she said, "Please protect my please," and then now she's
That's
saying
a good
no.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, I just finally understand what I'm looking at here.
That's he's face down.
Yeah. I kind of understood that, but I couldn't quite see it. Punch.
And now she's face down. With
Why
her
isn't
head.
is he in Dissidia? If he can punch girls like that. We will own this world. Ha ha ha. So again, he says I. He says I here, literally, and then he says we over here.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems to be some clear... I don't know if it's a mistake or if he just like wants to make it sound... I don't know, because eventually Kefka takes over. I don't really know. I don't know what Ted Woolsey was thinking. This world will be mine to rule. Ha ha ha.
Oh, in that context, she's saying no to having her child used for Gestalt's evil purposes. I will erase. Should I erase that?
Leave it. I'll remember. When I become a criminal, I'm going to tell everyone my plans before I do my crime.
Terra's back.
I'm going to translate Mother 3. That was my father? Not so much like that was my father, but more like recognizing that this magicite is her father. This is my father, or just father? I'm the product of an Esper and a human. That's where I got my powers.
Product?
Yeah, it's just... in Japanese, it's like I was born between an Esper and a human. And that's why I have this power. Now I understand. I finally feel like I can begin to control this power of mine. Yeah, it says like if it's only for short amounts of time, I think I can, or I'll be able to control this power. But it's not explained in the Super NES version. And so that's setting up the fact that she can only be in Esper form in battle for a short time, and then like between battles for a while, I guess you can't do it again. And the fan translation didn't seem to catch on to that mechanic mention.
Be an Esper for a short time.
Yeah.
Battle.
That makes a lot of sense. I never quite understood why she could only be it for a short time. So Gestal must have known the secret of the Esper's power back then. Oh, my brain. It's more like, it does feel like more like he's... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and those Espers at the facility were grabbed during that expedition. And those Espers at the facility were grabbed during that expedition. That means Celus's power came at the expense of an Esper. So I wonder what Esper it was.
And like, depending on which Esper you get your power from, do you get different powers?
I think so. Because they have different spells. They can't get away with this. We have to strike back. But then how did Kefka get so much magic?
He's took from multiple?
Don't, maybe, yeah. Yeah, so he's saying that, like, he won't be satisfied until he can punch the Empire. Sabin says, you know, like, that's the only thing he knows is beating stuff up and physical stuff. He's a muscle head. We have to strike back doesn't convey that, but you can see that it's been fixed in the GBA version with I'll hit the Emperor. The fan translation is sort of like in between the two.
I've just become more and more impressed with the GBA translation as we've gone on.
Like, it is miles ahead of everything. What's happening in Narsh? Maybe we should head back that way.
I thought we were in Narsh.
No, this is Zozo still.
Okay.
I'm curious how this top of this building became Romulu's house, though. Where does this bed come from? Alright. The airship's ready. The skyboat is ready.
I mean, it's the same thing. Isn't that funny?
Come on. Are they going to take me straight there? I can't remember. I know this is where Mog stuff happens soon. By all means,
Yay!
take a turn at the wheel. Operating instructions. So in the Super NES version, it looks like this is just the game telling you, but I think Setzer is telling us. You can get that same feeling from the fan translation too. That it's like just the game telling you to talk, or talking to you. And the fact that he faced us just then seems to be that he's talking. Okay. This stuff doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. You can see that it's like simplified for the Super NES, it looks like. Oops. Ah.
Yeah.
Press the A button to move forward, press the X button to go amidships.
What?
That's a fancy word. There you can change your party.
Oh, okay.
Purchase items. I wish they would have told you that you can also have your party healed. Alright.
No, not okay.
Okay. I was hoping we would get a secret line. Shall I teach you a technique too?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like in Japanese it's called a high technique. Sort of like as high tech, but basically it's just saying like a special technique, a fancy technique. Advanced technique is good in the fan translation. He says high technique here in Google. So I teach you an advanced technique. Good. Press the start button to view the world map. Oh, this is all complicated stuff. Hold the Y button down and use the control pad to move in all directions. Use the L and R buttons with the control pad for high-speed turns. How do you do this on the mobile versions?
In GBA with there were only 2 buttons here instead of 4.
Mm-hmm. They had L and R though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Okay, let's get healed up,
Can
and
we
then we're
save?
gonna land. And then I'm gonna eat some food. Go, customers!
Go!
There's a Goofy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's see if we get a line. Yay! No, maybe we already saw that one. Can I get my Super Ball? Nope. I need to get a bunch of these though. I have a lot of things I can sell too. Alright, so we'll, at this point we can probably go to a bunch of different towns now that we have the airship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where there's new text. If you guys know where there's any suddenly a whole bunch of new lines anywhere, let me know on Twitter or the YouTube comments or the site. But for now, I'll go park by Narsh. Maybe there's some new text in here, I don't know.
That flat castle.
Yeah. And we'll go over here. And then, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't it's taking me longer and longer to write articles, so I don't know when the next article will be up.
Yeah.
My hope is that we'll do at least one more stream before
The dentist.
before the day of fate, day of destiny.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, we don't know. I might not be able to talk normally come this Monday, and so we might have to pause the stream for a while, unknown amount of time. So we're just gonna play it by teeth and see what happens.
Yeah, so we'll let you know either way on Twitter.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I want to do at least one more. I wonder how far we would get.
Even on Saturday we could do it, right?
We would probably next we go to the Esper World. Yeah, if we do it, it'd probably have to be Saturday. But I can't make a guarantee.
Yeah.
So this could be the last one for a while. Who knows? But hopefully not.
So everybody, it's pizza night except for Kasumi Blue, who cannot have pizza. Enjoy your pizza tonight.
I'm gonna eat all the foods before dentist.
You won't be able to even chew right.
All right. So that's it for today. We took a lot of notes, Poe. Good job. So thanks for coming by. See you guys on the site and on Twitter. And enjoy the credits.
And you're in the credits, so stick around for the credits.
Oh, we were thinking for Patreon. Maybe the Patreon people would have special credits.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, we
Patreon,
don't.
maybe.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.